And we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Monday live stream where I answer your questions about cell phone plans and help you save as much money as possible on your cell phone bill. Just testing out a few things right now. I think this will be the first stream that is also live on Instagram, and it looks like that is working. Sweet. Thank you so much for your patience. I was trapped in one of those glorious things called an HOA meeting. I don't know if you've ever been in an HOA meeting. Entering one of those is kind of like entering a black box, and you don't know when you're going to get out of it. So I'm here now. Thank you guys for your patience. We got to give a shout out, as always, to all of the wonderful members joining in to the stream. We have Austin tuning in from California. Hello from California. My name is Austin. I can't wait until my birthday, which is Saturday, because I'm assuming that is a leap day. Austin, early happy birthday to you. Welcome to the stream. Aaron is here. Aaron, thank you. Thanks for your time every Monday. What plans have you had with the most difficulty porting out of? Oh, man, that's a great question. I think my porting woes, I remember when I switched to Mint Mobile back in college, I think that number port took about 24 hours. And there was another number port. It was either going into or coming out of Google Voice. And that one took like 48 hours. That was insane. We got Gabriel here. What is up? Welcome to the live stream. Prospective plans, video suggesting compare home internet carriers. Thanks in advance. Yeah. I just got a new home internet carrier as well. I love that idea. I will see what I can do. Voodoo is here. What up, everybody? Just got done shoveling a ton of snow now to watch Monday's live stream. Wow. Voodoo, great timing. And yeah, shout out to everyone who's on the East Coast right now who just got pummeled with snow. I hope you guys are doing all right, staying warm, staying cozy, and that the snowfall isn't too bad. It's not too ridiculous where you are. Tommy is here. What's up, Tommy? Great to see you. Scott is here. Hello, hello. How are you this week, Stetson? I'm doing really well. Also going to tease, I got Claude to build us a really cool new website and resource. I think you guys are going to really like it. I built it for me, so I'm stoked. We got Gabriel here again. Prameyak Krishna Kamur. Forgive me if I mispronounced that, but welcome to the live stream. Great to see you here. Wow, so many people. All right, we do have a super chat coming in. It's not me, it's someone else. Can someone let me know when Stetson starts his stream? Thanks. We are here, we are live. Thank you again for your patience and for the HOA debacle, but we are here now. Question, do we count Stetson's home internet services along with his active phone number counter? Oof. I feel like I should get a public version of that set up somewhere. I can say right now, my current tally is at 33 lines. I am counting T-Mobile home internet on there and Mint Mobile home internet on there. So those are counted. I'm not counting my personal home internet, my glorious fiber, Nextlight, but everything else is counted. So they're there. Someone's saying, bro, how did I get here? Hey, Stetson, I see you updating your website. I think Metro's $40 plan is only 10 gigs of data. Let's go ahead and check this. I appreciate you guys. Let's go ahead and do this, that, and we can go ahead and slap up. Remember last stream where someone was like, how many tabs does Stetson have open right now? The answer is all of them. All of the tabs. So many. At least 1, 2, maybe like 8 Chrome windows, if not more, that all have like 10 tabs each. Insane. All right, let's see what we got. Share screen. I'm adding in the perfect this one. And let's do some Metro by T-Mobile analysis, make sure this is up to date. I actually found a great use for the AI agents last week when I made a bunch of mistakes on the website and found them. I threw the transcript into Gemini and was like, Gemini, say I made mistakes on the site. Can you help me find them? And Gemini was great, and I got everything knocked out. So the site is in tip-top shape. Now, in response to the comment from Bruh, how did I get here? It looks like the $40 plan is coming with unlimited 5G data now. This is a web exclusive plan. So maybe the in-store version of the plan has 10 gigs, and that's the one they're talking about. But that's what's going on. Este Bendito is saying, FYI, you're dropping some frames, but not many. That's probably because I have Chrome tabs open right now. That's my guess. Is my Wi-Fi on? Wi-Fi is also on, so it could be, the computer could be using that, but hopefully not. Stetson, will you be testing Pronto Mobile? They sent out emails today for the free plans, which hopefully stay free, unlike Helium Mobile. Testing them. I mean, I do have a line that they generously provided, and so I can test them out and provide feedback. I guess if it makes sense, maybe I'll try and like sign up, see what the experience is like for a new user or something like that. But yeah, Tommy, does Merge Wi-Fi count as 3 home internet providers? I would only count them as one. Technically, I do have 2 of their products because they sent out the Merge Wi-Fi Max, and then I paid for the Merge Wi-Fi Mini, which is still sitting back there. And we'll see what happens. Okay. Aprameyak Krishna Kamur is saying, I know your list of best plans. What are your worst 5 to 10? The worst 5 to 10. Man, my website is so not optimized for that. Let's find out. Bestphoneplans.net. Here we go. And then you guys, I have to show you the cool resource. I think you're going to love it. I'm also like waiting. Most people join a little bit later, I think around that hour mark, but the resource is so cool. I think he did 3 worst plans. We'll do, I think my friend Trevor asked about that. If we go to plans, really we're looking for like the most expensive and least amount of data. We got to give a shout out. Hang on. I can do some of these off the top of my head. Go Smart Mobile. This is technically, I believe it's a Verizon owned MVNO, but they're like contractually obligated to still offer it. They cap all of their plans at 3G speeds, okay? Roughly 600 kilobits per second. In my world, in my view, I think that is unusable. So, and it doesn't matter how much of it you get, it is unusable for all of it. Their plan's $15 for 2.25 gigs, $25 for 3 gigs. Keep in mind, you can get unlimited priority data on the Verizon network at this price. So the fact that you're getting 3 gigs at 3G speeds is laughable. $30 for 7 gigs, $45 for 22 gigs, and then $55 for truly unlimited at 3G speeds, which again, I feel is basically unusable. Easily bottom 5. Another one, I mean, I just don't think the value is there for Trump Mobile, right? $47.45. They did fix their taxes and fees issue, but I think it's only 20. Yeah, it rounds up to over $50. $50 for 20 gigs of data. Not the move. Not the move. You could actually go. So Trump uses a T-Mobile network. You could do T-Mobile. You know what? You don't even need to do T-Mobile prepaid. You could do Google Fi Unlimited. Okay. The Google Fi Unlimited standard plan, 50 gigs of priority data on the T-Mobile network, 25 gigs of hotspot. If you want truly unlimited on T-Mobile, you could do T-Mobile prepaid. Oops, prepaid unlimited. T-Mobile prepaid unlimited, $45 for roughly the same price. 50 gigs of priority before truly unlimited high-speed data that is deprioritized, but really good plan. Or you want to save the most amount of money. I mean, we were just looking at the Metro site, but it is Metro's plan. And Mint's plans are still in promo as well. So Metro by T-Mobile, bring your own device, truly unlimited data on the T-Mobile network, $25 a month. And this is the same priority level as Trump Mobile. So I don't think that one's really worth it. Man, I'm sure there's some even worse ones. I think Patriot Mobile, I actually haven't added these plans to my website. Bad. Oh my God, guys. They're not good. They're not good. I almost feel badly if people really like Patriot Mobile. I don't want to be dissing them too much, but $26 for 1 gigabyte. You can get 2 gigs for $10 flat from US Mobile. All right, 36 for 3. You're getting unlimited data from Metro by T-Mobile, Visible, US Mobile, Cricket. So many plans and carrier-owned brands are doing unlimited at that price. $50 for 12 gigs. What are we doing? Even the Trump mobile plan is better than that, okay? Even the Trump mobile plan is better. I mean, you should be getting truly unlimited at that price. $68 for 22 gigs. What? What are we doing? And then $78 for 40 gigs. $78. That is like proper post-paid level plan pricing. Like, you should not be doing this. Credo Mobile. Oh my gosh. I also feel bad about this. One of my professors in college, Eric, wonderful, wonderful person. He was teaching English, I believe, something like that. And he was on Credo. And he was like, yo, I love what they do. They like donate to people in need. And he's right, they do. Unfortunately, it also means their plans are outrageously overpriced. Like, I'm all about helping people. I love trying to help you guys save money, donating. I donate to causes that I care about. Hopefully you guys are, able to donate to causes that you care about. Doing it through a prepaid carrier, it turns out, is not the way to do it. 2 reasons. Number 1, the plans are crazy expensive. Number 2, you as a user, you don't get any tax write-offs. Whereas if you make a donation directly to a charity that you believe in, then you get the tax benefit from doing that. So I would encourage that approach. I mean, already, guys, right off the rip, 1 gig for $35? That's worse than Patriot Mobile. What? We're just going downhill so fast. 3 gigs for $50. Like, that is proper, truly unlimited data territory from Visible, US Mobile, Cricket, Metro by T-Mobile. So many other carriers offering unlimited data or 30 gigs. Helium Mobile, I think, is even 36 gigs. Outrageous. 9 gigs for 55. That's actually, this step up is wild. Like, $15 extra to go from 1 gig to 3 gigs. But then to triple your data amount from 3 gigs to 9 gigs is only $5. Absolute wild. 15 gigs for $70. Again, massive step up for 6 extra gigs. And then unlimited is also $70. Who commented about that? Yeah, that's so wild. Yeah. Apramaya. How are the 15 and unlimited the same price? I actually have, let me see, what's the fine print here? Because I forget. Credo does something with their unlimited plan. Yeah, okay, so the unlimited plan is actually a 20 gig plan, it turns out. So, deprioritized, hotspot included. Ridiculous. I don't even think I listed it. I'm like, this... I was probably like, this is not worth it and does not need to be on the Best Phone Plans website, because it is not a best phone plan. It is the worst phone plan. Yeah, that's crazy. I do think you can share the data with multiple lines. Oh God, it doesn't even really make it any better though. Like, you're sharing 15 gigs with 5 lines, but 5 lines times $30 a line, $150 a month for 15 gigs of shared data. You can do that on US Mobile for, oh my God, how cheap is it? Outrage. Wait, hang on. Plans. They still have their Valentine's Day promo going on. I'm glad it's been Valentine's Day week over there, spreading the love. All right, let's just do 20 gigs and 5 lines. Under half the price, $67 a month, average $13.40 a line. compared to Credo $80 a line for 15 gigs. Unreal. Oh, Max. Guys, shout out to Max. If you're not watching his channel, he is making some great content on cell phone plans as well. We got to talk about Verizon Prepaid. I forgot about this plan, Max. Great call. So this is a plan hidden on the Verizon Prepaid website in plain sight. You think they advertise 3 plans, which any normal person would be like, oh yeah, there's 3 plans. You got your 15 gig plan, your unlimited plan, your unlimited plus plan. There's one more. Ladies and gentlemen, there's one more. For the same $35 a month, you can get unlimited talk and text. What? What are we doing? Meanwhile, you can go with, I think, the cheapest talk and text plan, okay? There's 2 options. Mobile X has a talk and text plan. It is unlimited talk and text, $6 and fees on, $9.15 a month. This is one of the most affordable unlimited talk and text plans on the market. If you want something also cheap, Tello has an unlimited talk and text plan. Here it is. Tello talk and texts, and that'll be $10.87, a little bit more expensive after taxes and fees, at least in my market. So that's crazy. Mr. Tex is like 6-7. Yeah, you should be banned. Yep. Scott's saying that's how much I pay for Visible Plus Pro. Literally a flagship plan. Unreal. Oh no, Voodoo. My wife and I had 12 gigs of shared data for $140. Good riddance. Yeah, good thing you got rid of that plan. That's what I'll say. That is what I'll say. That's absolutely insane. Yeah, unreal. Do you guys want to see something super cool? I think you do. The answer is yes. The answer is always yes. I made this. No, I got Claude to make this today. And it was for me picking out the best cell phone plans of 2020, 2026. I was like, what year are we on? Let me see. I'm just making sure that this works. Oh, yeah. Guys, Claude cooked on this. Let's hope it works. Check it out. New domain, phoneupgradecalculator.com. We have, this is glorious. So this is all made by Claude based on my prompting and the data from bestphone.net. Now, you might be wondering, Stetson, why make an all new domain? What are you doing? It was really for fun. So I'm throwing this in the comments if you guys want to check it out. I made this for one reason, to figure out the best family plan based on what device you have, what device you like to upgrade to, how many lines you have, and how frequently you're upgrading. And we even have military, veteran, first responder options in here as well. So if you are eligible for one of those discounts, you got it. If you want an annual plan, those are in here as well. Regular pricing, all pricing. So everything's here. I'd say 70% confident that this works because, it is coded by AI, but I think it's going to be awesome. All right, columns. What do we want? I want the plan name. I want the data amount. Let's do net monthly. Let's do total a month. Let's definitely do the upgrade, the buyout cost. Let's axe the 3-year total and just do, I think per line per year is probably fine to have too. Cool. Yeah, so this is it. Basically, I put this together because, every stream, the question is, what's the best plan? What should I get? What should I be on? And I'm like, guys, I made a bunch of spreadsheets here. You can go cycle between them. But that's annoying. And so I thought, what if everything was just in one spreadsheet? And then I was like, well, what if it was a website as opposed to a Google Sheet? And there's a Google Sheet version of this, happy to share with you guys. But yeah, I was like, what's the best family plan? Okay. And I want to know the best family plan. Let's do the entry level. Actually, most people, what am I saying? Most people are on the Pro Max. Everyone loves the iPhone Pro Max. If you're an Apple sheep like me, you're part of the herd, you upgrade from a Pro Max to a Pro Max. Except for me, I'm a regular Pro person. But 14 Pro Max. So let's say you upgrade every 3 years. You've got a family of 4 lines. You're upgrading every 3 years, and you're eligible for regular pricing. And you want, of course, the lowest cost annual. And I mean, obviously, Helium is going to be the most affordable option at $2.20 per line per month. 4 lines, $8.80. That tracks. Your net total is going to be $97 a month, and then annually $1,170 per year. That's crazy. That's crazy. And then line a year. Wow. I feel like I need to see the 3-year total. Oh, is it like getting cut off or something? Oh, here it is, 3 years. Boom. Maybe I need to zoom out. Wild. Anyway, then we have AT&T Business, T-Mobile, or US Mobile, 10 gigs, 12 gigs, a bunch of different ones kind of float in here. Some of these, these are probably shared data plans. That's what they are. Anyway, a lot of you like unlimited data, so let's just go ahead and filter that out. Data all, we'll just do unlimited. And this is where you can see the glory of AT&T. AT&T Value Plus, the business plans, AT&T Unlimited Starter SL, the most affordable, aside from Value Plus, which you shouldn't get, AT&T Unlimited Starter SL, the most affordable plan for upgrading 4 lines to Pro Max model iPhones every 3 years. Immediately after that, we have Visible Base, US Mobile Unlimited Starter Warp, Dark Star, and Lightspeed, Cricket Select Unlimited, Metro, Total Base. All of these are tied. You can see their annual cost is $2,265 per year, okay? And that is, they're all the same, $25 per line per month. So that's really fascinating to see. Of these, I think US Mobile is my pick for a family. The reason being, you can log in, super easy to manage multiple lines. You can have some people on Verizon, some people on T-Mobile, some people on AT&T for coverage. And I think it's a great option. Anyway, what's fascinating to me is some of these. I do see Sebastian as a super chat. Let's go ahead and answer that. Sebastian, thank you so much for your generosity and support. What is the best no money is no object plan? I rely on cellular and don't use Wi-Fi. My partner has gotten me T-Mobile Experience More. Thoughts? I mean, that's a fantastic plan. I think by going with T-Mobile directly, you do get access to T-Mobile's standalone network, and that, from what I've gathered on Reddit, can sometimes improve coverage and performance. So I think that's a fantastic plan. I mean, like, you could spend more. Like, do you want to spend more money, or do you want to get like the best value? I think that's really the question. Yeah, it really depends, I think, on your needs. I would say so. Experience More is really good. Just pulling it up right now. $85 a month plus taxes now. So you're getting unlimited priority on the T-Mobile network, 60 gigs of hotspot, 4K video streaming, and then some decent international features. It's a great plan. If you wanted like best plan, you could technically upgrade to Experience Beyond. And what that's going to do is really upgrade your hotspot. That's the primary thing. Decreases the watch and tablet line add-ons. And with Experience Beyond, you can upgrade your phone every year. But Tommy's like, spend all the money. Honestly, if I did have unlimited phone budget, which I guess I kind of do, considering how much my phone bill is right now, and I technically do have lines on Experience More. Experience Beyond is definitely a plan I would consider signing up for. The Unlimited Ultimate plan from Verizon. Oops. There we go. Is also phenomenal and somehow cheaper, which is insane. $90, same unlimited priority, 200 gigs of hotspot data before unlimited hotspot at 6 megabits per second. That is usable. That's actually really nice. And on Verizon, if you need more hotspot data, you can buy 100 gigs for $10. So that's really nice to see. Great international features as well. Verizon Unlimited Ultimate also comes with that network slice. So you get that dedicated slice for really FaceTime calls or other video calls on your phone. I haven't really tried it. Don't know what kind of difference it makes, but there you go. That's another great option. And I think like for your use case for coverage, I would almost do, I think Max said this in the chat. US Mobile Unlimited Premium. So if you grab a US Mobile plan, I would probably grab their, it doesn't really matter. No, it doesn't really matter, I don't think. Well, you really want to sign up for your main line, I think, on Darkstar. That'll be the AT&T network. The only reason I say that is for the 4K video streaming and the 200 gigs of hotspot. And that is tiered hotspot, 100 gigs full speed, 100 gigs capped at 8 megabits per second, and then unlimited afterwards at 600 kilobits per second. But what you can do is for $10 extra, so for $54 a month, you can add in a second line or a second eSIM on either the Verizon or the T-Mobile network. And then you get 100 gigs of multi-network data that you share, and then you continue getting unlimited data on your primary network after that. So I think if you want the best coverage, that's probably what I would lean towards. If you want to spend the most money, yeah, Experience More is a great plan. I have that on my T-Mobile lines. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. Yeah. I don't know what more you could really spend. You could do one of the privacy focused plans. Those are expensive. Those are like $100 a month or something. I think Really Wireless is one. I think they're just reselling plans. Oh, dang. Did they just launch or something? Ends in 6 days, 6 hours, 21 minutes, and 30 seconds. Nothing gets consumers to take action like a countdown clock. That's what I've heard. Interesting. 8,000 happy members. Excuse me, 80,000. That's more than I would have thought. All right. Talk, text, data, 10 gigs of hotspot. VPN included. AI privacy assistant. Anonymous sign-up prevents tracking. International calling. International roaming. Additional charges may apply. Okay. Interesting. Geez. No discount for multiple lines. That's what I'll say. That's outrageous. That is outrageous. Fee, government taxes varies by location. Okay. Data is unlimited. Very interesting. Huh. I'm sure there's another one. It's like something Fi. Anyway, those are some of the most expensive plans. Green, I see you have a super chat. Thank you so much for your generosity and support. Do you think the whole iPhone 18 series will be Apple in-house modem? If so, what effect will it have on the phone industry? That's really tricky to say, in my opinion. I think Apple is definitely moving towards getting as many devices as possible on their modems. I feel like Sasha, throwback to Sasha, he did amazing work for PC Mag. I feel like he would have a better insight or understanding on this. Also, I think the other plan is like NFI wireless. Nope, I'm wrong. Anyway, I'll come up with that at some point. Yeah, you really spend all the money, literally. On the phone industry, really, who's it going to affect? It's going to affect iPhone users. And it's going to affect people upgrading or switching to iPhone. Will it impact their cellular performance? I think for my testing, not really. I think for most people, they're likely not going to notice too much of a difference. Cellular enthusiasts may notice slight differences in performance or in download speeds, upload speeds. Maybe low coverage zones will have a little bit of a difference. But yeah, for most people, it'll probably be fine. It might improve Apple's unit economics per phone. So more profit for Apple, more green in their pocket, so to speak. Yeah. Because is Apple going to sell the modem to other companies? No. It's just going to be for Apple products. My question will be, like, does Apple phase in their modem in their iPhone series, or do they keep the iPhone on Qualcomm and then integrate the modem into their iPads and their Macs first? Saying that out loud, it's going to be iPhones first. And yeah, I think it'll be iPhones first. It'll probably improve Apple's margins. Most people probably won't notice. I think they're doing a great job. So that's what I would say. Curious what you think, Green. Ooh, this is another one. T-Mobile's SuperMobile is probably the ultimate best plan. Yeah. For those of you curious, I actually added the T-Mobile business plans to the Best Phone Plans website. And you can go here and type in Super. It's the only plan with Super in the name. T-Mobile Business SuperMobile. What do you get? Unlimited high-speed data, unlimited priority, 300 gigabytes of high-speed hotspot data. That's not a typo. It is actually 300 gigabytes of hotspot data, which is insane. 4K video streaming. It looks like I need to double check what the watch and tablet line pricing is. I'm sure when I look this up, they don't show it on the website and I couldn't find it. So we'll have to double check that. Interestingly, the international features are worse on SuperMobile. Only 5 gigs in Canada, Mexico, and 5 gigs in 215 countries compared to the new better value plan. And it's available from T-Mobile's business website. So if we just pop over here, T-Mobile cell phone plans with unlimited data, SuperMobile, you can see there it is, the 300 gigs of hotspot data and the only 5 gigs, which seems weird. The advantage to SuperMobile and why it's called SuperMobile, I think, is because of this dedicated network slice. And I've seen from people testing on X that it makes a difference. If you're on SuperMobile, you are getting faster speeds. Is it the difference between a usable connection and an unusable connection? I don't really know yet, but it can make a difference. It's also not outrageously expensive, right? Starting at $95 a month. Not too bad. Doxinator made it. Welcome. Great to have you here. P-Wog saying AT&T data slow. That's funny. Which major carrier has the best rural region coverage as I go off-roading? Generally speaking, in Arizona, Utah, and Nevada states. NB5053, the best thing you should do is honestly just check coverage. If you head over to CoverageMap.com, which, guys, is getting a new redesign very, very soon here, will be extremely exciting. Yeah, punch in the zip codes or the areas you're going to, and you'll get a full breakdown. Let's do Arizona. Let's dive down. Where should we go in Arizona? Maybe Santa Cruz County. And then what's in Santa Cruz County? Rio Rico? That sounds fun. Here you go. Boom. Here's the full breakdown that nobody asked for Rio Rico, Santa Cruz, Arizona. You can see the coverage percentages. In this case, Verizon and AT&T seem pretty good. I maybe lean towards Verizon. You can see the median download speeds. Verizon 43.1 megabits per second, T-Mobile 50.9, AT&T 11.8. If you're out and you're off-roading, I think coverage is most important for making that phone call. Data speeds are less important. So I would probably lean towards Verizon in this particular area. But yeah, punch in some zip codes or go ahead and just launch the interactive map. And you can see what coverage looks like. So where were we? Arizona, Utah, Nevada. Yeah, Nevada's got a lot of dead spots here. What's cool is you can see the propagation of the towers and how the carriers are kind of calculating that. And like, okay, it's covering this road. This is T-Mobile. If we swap to AT&T, looks like AT&T is showing a little bit more coverage. So this is what I would probably check if I'm in your shoes. Just like see where the carriers are predicting propagation. And often looking at this, if it says there's coverage, there's a very high likelihood there is coverage. If it says there is no coverage, there's an extremely high likelihood there is in fact no coverage. But sometimes it's mistaken, but it's hard to tell unless you crowdsource it. But I don't think anyone's gonna have. Oh, there's a couple people, and it has. Look at this. This is Verizon. People have logged no coverage on Verizon. That's actually super cool. If we pop over to Verizon, yeah, wow, you can see the towers like it does. It cuts out here, here, here. If we go back to the crowdsource map, it cuts out. It cuts out, and then there's a couple that have made it. That's wild. Shout out to the person driving all the way through Nevada. Wild. Here's another like no coverage zone. Totally dead. If we pop over to the signal strength map, yeah, empty, nothing in there. Man, that is so cool. And then Vegas is just like blanketed. There's cells left, right, and center. It's so funny to see that. All right, Green, another super chat. I'm looking forward to the X85 modem. Yes. I think in just 2 days, February 25th is the Samsung event. I got an email from AT&T, and they were all like, hype, the new Samsung is coming. Get ready. Guys, should I do like a phone financing deal? Like I have so many phones. Should I like trade them in and be like, hey, AT&T, take my old phones. Give me your glorious locked AT&T Samsung phones. I don't think I could do that. But yeah, that's what I would say. Ooh. Okay, Blah is saying bought all broken Z Flip folds for like $50, $60 off eBay. Interesting. Using that for a trade-in or something? That could be the strategy. Nevada is just saying go straight to Verizon. I've heard really good things about Verizon in Nevada and in California recently. Green, are you going to get the new S26 series? I will. I'm not going to be happy about it. I'll probably grab an S26 Ultra, and then I think it'd be fun to do S26. What do I have? I think I have all the way back to the S20. 20 versus 21, 22. That might be too much. Maybe I'll do like the most recent 4. 5G speed test, compress it a little bit, do one on Verizon, one on AT&T, one on T-Mobile. That would be really cool to see. Like what is the performance difference on the new 5G bands, a no coverage zone or a low coverage zone, a weak signal area? That would be really cool. Yeah, it'd be fun to find a spot to like try and more scientifically have fun testing that. But yeah, no, that is the move. Strategy. Well, I think the stream just like went green for me. My strategy is to wait until the phones are out and then find them gently used somewhere and call it a day. So. Oh God. You need to take a second shot at the 30-day Android challenge. You're right. I'm not going to disagree with that. You're right. I probably won't switch my actual phone number, but I bet I could get away with most things. The thing is just like the texting my friends on iMessage is just so good. But I hear you guys. I respect it. The family group chat will just be like so upset. Thankfully, I don't think there's any family events going on. Like I need to time it. I need to check when everyone's birthdays are, because anytime there's a birthday, someone inevitably goes in the chat like, "Oh, happy birthday." And if I'm on Android during that time, it's going to go green and then there'll be chaos. People will be unhappy. But if I time the gap perfectly and no one sends a message in the family group chat, then I can go Android for 30 days and no one will know. That would be the move. iMessage and Google Messages have RCS. It's true. RCS is good and it's not perfect. Okay. I was texting my friends, actually getting feedback on the new site design for bestphoneplans.net. And yeah. And unfortunately, my Android friend, my iPhone friends got the messages, got the pictures that I sent, and my Android friend did not get the pictures that I sent. So RCS is good, and sometimes it also like doesn't work. So I'm still a little skeptical of it. Yeah, Tommy, you're right. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can fully commit. I can half-ass it. That's what I can do. That's my promise. I can switch almost everything. Get an iPad mini with cellular servicing for the iMessage. Yeah, I mean, that's true. And also, why not just like leave my iPhone somewhere and then switch all my apps and stuff? That's kind of like the setup right now. I've got the Pixel technically configured. I got my car key on here, so I could just take this with me. I can use it for work and stuff, respond to emails. That might be the move. Like turn this into a work phone. Because the problem is if I don't use it, then I don't use it. And I go through that whole challenge of like, oh my God, it's inconvenient to figure out how to do everything. Tommy says, yeah, it's only green because they jelly. They jelly. No way Jose is saying I got the Mint deal with your link. Huge. Yeah, shout out to Mint. They're awesome. And they also have their promo, last chance for 50% off. What's crazy is this was supposed to end like January 5th, and it's still going. I'm at the point where like, is this just going to go all year? Like this Mint's crushing it. Fantastic deal. Yeah, awesome. That's the one thing, this project that I made, it does not factor in the promos. It doesn't factor in the promos. It's just full price. But what is interesting, right? So look, this is more for me now. For the Pro model iPhone, AT&T Unlimited Starter, basically the best plan. If you say you upgrade to the base model iPhone every year, so let's go ahead and say you have that iPhone 14, boom. All of a sudden, upgrading every 3 years, Verizon Unlimited Welcome shows up to the party. Great to see Verizon here. And then Visible Base, AT&T Unlimited Starter, for whatever reason, is more expensive, which is nuts. No buyout. It's just the service is so much more, I think. And it's probably, the phone is less, like the net phone cost. And if you're curious how we did this, the device cost is up here, $829. And then the manufacturer's trading credit is over here, $220. And so this, I think this net comes out to like $203 per year per line for the device. And yeah, really fascinating to see this actually. So yeah, for the Pro Max model, AT&T Unlimited Starter, easily the way to go. But for the regular model, the prepaid plans will actually save you a little bit of money. And we also have for Android users, let's do the base Pixel 10. That means you're coming from what, a Pixel 5? Is that right? Pixel 6? All right, hang on, let's do some math. 10, 9, 8, 7. Pixel 7, that's what I said. For 4 lines, upgrading every 3 years. The prepaid plan, C-Mobile Essentials is there. Really good value. Visible Base. US Mobile's plans, Unlimited Starter on Warp, Darkstar, and Lightspeed, Cricket, Total Base 5G, AT&T Business, Cricket Smart Unlimited, AT&T Unlimited Starter SL. It's way up here, and that's fascinating. And the reason is because of the trading credit. Wow, Google just gives a lot more trading credit, $300 allegedly is what I have written down here. That's nuts. I'm like, should I double check that? That's so good. I'm double checking it. Like, that's wild. The new Pixel 10. They also have the 10A now. All right, we're going to buy it. Indigo, Frost, Obsidian. I'm so boring. Obsidian is the move. 128 gigs. We want this sucker unlocked. We're going to get an estimate. It is from Google. It is the Pixel 7, right? And 128 gigs. It works great. Ooh, $100. I think that explains how come we got to update that. Someone's got to fix that. that is why. That is why. But yeah, it's a good thing I'm double checking this live. in general, theoretically good. Probably 60% there. What if you want the Pro Pixel? That's my question. Pixel 7 Pro. Again, the trading credit's probably off. AT&T Unlimited Starter. It's just so good. It's, in my mind, this cements AT&T Unlimited Starter as the best value postpaid plan that you can buy. I would look at Unlimited Starter before looking at pretty much everything else. Experience more, better values, actually, not necessarily too bad. If we just wanted to do the big carriers, this is where all the math should be accurate, because it doesn't matter what the manufacturer's trading credit is. And yet, Unlimited Starter, so good. Then Experience More, Unlimited Extra. Experience More is probably the best premium plan. Maybe better value, because that's technically the same. What about the S25 Ultra? That means you're coming from what? S24, S23, S22. S22 Ultra. AT&T Unlimited Starter, again, right at the top. Then Extra. Wow. It's just so crazy. Then T-Mobile Experience More, way down here, better value. Verizon's plans are always at the bottom. Verizon Unlimited Ultimate, Verizon Unlimited Plus. Here's Welcome. So fascinating. But yeah, Unlimited Starter is just so good. It's so good. I got to fix those trading credits. I'll get them updated. I think the iPhone ones are accurate. The Pixel ones, something is wrong. Something is very wrong. I'll double check. Maybe he was looking at like buying a different phone and that's why. Huh, who knows? Who knows? Miles Tech just got a cellular iPad. What's a good plan? Oh, great question. Miles, if I'm in your shoes, which I'm not, I think our feet are different sizes. It'd be quite uncomfortable. Probably for both of us. Me for my feet, you because you wouldn't have shoes anymore. I would go with US Mobile. All right. It turns out, from my understanding, you can throw any US Mobile plan in a tablet. So if you want an unlimited tablet plan, throw Unlimited Starter in there on the AT&T network, $25, unlimited data for your tablet. I think that's a fantastic deal. You can do any of the buy the gig plans. These will all work. If you want 5 gigs for $15. Any Mobile X plan will work in a tablet, which is also really nice. And I think I do have, data only plans. Oops, what did we click on? Data only plans. We have data only plans here. These, I can't remember the last time I updated these, so definitely needs some work. I think any Tello plan will work in a tablet as well. Guys, throwback to when US Mobile Unlimited Starter was 35 gigs. It's now 70 gigs. That's super good. Specifically on the T-Mobile or Verizon networks. AT&T is now truly unlimited. You can tell I haven't updated that. Yeah, I think that's the move. That's what I would do. Pia G, I've been looking at switching to US Mobile, and honestly, the 3 networks, it's what's giving me some trust. T-Mobile works best where I'm at, but I'm willing to try other networks. Yeah. I mean, I use US Mobile. I do it. I think I show my line on stream all the time. Let's see here. US Mobile, here it is. It's always super risky. Sign in. Sign with Face ID. Bam. Secure app. We're going to do the verification code. It's verifying. All right, we're in. I hacked into my account successfully. And let me just scroll down. They specifically for me, they need a way for me to hide my phone number, but this is it. This is my personal US Mobile line. Wait, it's overexposed. My personal US Mobile line. There it is. You can see the usage. What am I at? 6.8 gigabytes, 3-cycle average. Wow. I use so little. The usage is so cool for me to see, in my opinion. That's my usage from January to February. So literally just about a month. And 8.2 gigs. I get 70 gigs of high-speed data and have used 8.2 of them. Dude, I should really get a new best cell phone plan. But yeah, I like it. Multi-network is awesome. You can switch networks if you need to. And the promos are really good too. So, wait, I'm not reading all these comments, but Gadget Granny, are you guys plotting to wean me off of Apple, whatever it takes? Easy there. I'm not sure if I'm on board with this. Best monthly plan to switch and pay off a new phone. We have definitely talked about this on previous streams. I think the best option is going to be T-Mobile. Yeah. They have a promo, Family Freedom. I think people were taking advantage of this, so there might be more strict stipulations around it. But say yes to America's best network. Ditch Verizon, upgrade to the, quote, best mobile network in the U.S., according to Ookla speed test. T-Mobile will help pay off 4 of your current phones, up to $800 per line via virtual prepaid card, and then hook you up with 4 phones on us, ironically locked to the T-Mobile network. So, yeah, that's what they'll do. So this might be a good option. Of course, then you're on T-Mobile, and that's really expensive. My preferred method would be to just pay off your phones and then switch to a prepaid carrier because you'll save so much money on the monthly service. But yeah, sometimes it just doesn't happen. So hopefully this is helpful and you can check it out. See if I missed any starred comments. Oh, it looks like I did. Wait. This is crazy. Oh, are these from last week as well? That's wild. I think they are. Because we had Ryan last week asking about Total Wireless. Huh. Shout out to StreamYard, I guess. You want him to get another phone number? Oh my gosh. We have Rodku saying switch from US Mobile Unlimited Starter Warp, so Verizon, to Dark Star, which is AT&T, in rural Central California. Now getting up to 1 gigabit per second speeds with deprioritized data much faster than Verizon here. That's awesome. That is a perk of US Mobile where you can switch networks at any time. Hey Stetson, what do you think of US Mobile's trade-in and phone protection service? Yeah, this is a fantastic question. I'm actually a current user of the phone protection service from US Mobile. I don't think I can show that on stream, but I signed up. They did a deal where it was like $36. I would be a little bit more hesitant of the device trade-in, but the protection service actually seems really good. So they're calling it US Mobile Protect. It's powered by ACO. And basically it is, do they have the promo? No, I think the promo's gone. $75 annually, which is really good, or $750 a month if you want that monthly rate. More or less gives you the exact same coverage as AppleCare Plus. So unlimited claims, including theft and loss. And theft and loss from AppleCare is like $14 a month. So unlimited claims with US Mobile, that's super nice. You get 2 with AppleCare. Coverage from accidental damage, drops, and theft. Repairs where you want, including Apple stores, which is awesome. And then this is only through Apple stores and Apple authorized service providers. Add coverage anytime. True, 60 days after purchase. So if you have a phone that's a little bit older and you want to add coverage, you can actually add coverage through ACO, which is pretty cool, through US Mobile. Deductibles are also the same. $99 for a repair, $29 for a cracked screen or back glass, and then loss and theft, $149, which matches up perfectly with what Apple offers at a fraction of the price, $750 a month or $75 a year, compared to $14 a month or $140 a year. So roughly 50% off. I signed up when it was $36 and like an absolute no-brainer. So that's why I got it. And I think it's great. I think the value seems very reasonable. You do need to like scan your phone using the ACO app because it's technically provided by this company, ACO, which is phone insurance, more or less, is what they do. And you can do one phone, multiple phones, bundle stuff together, home tech, and other stuff. You can buy it through ACO. You can buy it through US Mobile. The prices will be a little bit different depending on who you buy it from. I think it's good. For the trade-in, I'm big on just trading into the manufacturer. Like, the manufacturers are usually pretty good. Google sometimes, well, for the Pixel 7, I'm like, how did I get the, hang on, let's try. Does it change if I'm buying a Pixel 10 Pro? Sometimes they'll do this. Samsung does this. The trade-in credit you'll get for your old device varies based on what new device you're buying. Actually, don't like Moonstone, I decided. Well, Moonstone is fine, but the Moonstone case is what I don't like. So this is fine. I like this. But yeah, the case I'm less of a fan of. Storage, unlocked, get estimate. It was Google Pixel 7. 128, yes, still $100. Dang. Well, I will get that updated. Either way, the good news is you can add phone insurance, and that's what we were talking about. Either way, yeah, trading into a manufacturer I think is often the way to go. And Samsung especially, they will do like crazy good trade-in deals for their new Samsung Galaxy phones. So if you're going to buy, now is a horrible time to buy a Samsung phone, but in a couple days or whatever, when the new ones are available for pre-order, they'll often do like boosted trade-in credits and like get the mid-tier for the same price. They're doing it right now. For the same price, you can go from 256 to 512. Like, double your storage on us. That was, I think, literally always offered. And if you do the trade-in, Samsung often has pretty good trade-in credits, depending on what your device you're trading in and stuff. But yeah, that's the answer to the question. Oh man, Tommy, that's so cool. Will you be at Samsung Unpacked on Wednesday? Where is it? I will not. I don't think I can physically get myself. I could physically get myself there, but I will not. I have other things to do. Do you need an invite? I did not get an invite. I'm not on Samsung's list. I need to befriend the Samsung PR people. Yeah. Ooh, hello from Southeast Aurora, Colorado. Aurora's a great town. Old Town. Oh, I'm thinking of Arvada. Is Aurora nearby? I'm like, wait a minute. I know it is. I'm checking a map. I've definitely, we can check it on stream on the CoverageMap. Hopefully I'm not dropping too many frames. Map.coverage.map.com. Let's go to Aurora, Colorado. Boom. I feel like, okay, yep. Have definitely driven through there. Most likely on the way to the airport. But yeah, great to have you tuning in. This is what coverage is like. This is what crowdsourced coverage is like. You can see a lot of Verizon has been mapped out in that area. Could it be me? Who knows? I've definitely driven like a lot of this. What's fun in Denver, what's fun for me at least, is that it's on a grid. So it's very satisfying to like find a street that runs through the middle of all of these squares. You go on it and bam, you've mapped so much of Denver. It's awesome. I still have so much more to do though. So much more to do. I'll get there. It'll all be filled in one day. Moonstone Pixel is fire. Moonstone Pixel case is meh. Tommy, I am on board. I grabbed that US mobile device protection deal when I swapped out phones. It transferred to the protection to a new phone. Yeah, that is another big benefit that we need to talk about. With US mobile's device protection through ACO, you can actually switch phones, right? So as long as, I think you have to switch your US mobile phone number, and then you can go into the ACO app and you can switch the coverage and transfer it from your old phone to your new phone. You still have to do that verification process where you're taking a picture of the device and verifying everything works, but you can totally transfer it, which is also a really big perk. You cannot transfer AppleCare. AppleCare stays tied to the device. So honestly, another big win for the US mobile insurance. Trevor saying, and Apple does double the storage at 10x the price. Yeah, I think to Apple's credit, their iPhone base storage was actually super on point this year, right? Like if we do Apple iPhone 17, Apple sheep, of course, got to give Apple credit where credit is due. It's oftentimes it's not due. Sometimes we give it anyway because we like them. But $800 for 256 gigs, super, super nice. You go to the Pixel phone, and let's just do phones. The comparable one is the regular Pixel 10. So let's pull that up. And this is we'll do Indigo. We got 128 gigs for $800. So for the same price, Apple has doubled the storage. That deserves credit, which is nice. In general, Apple is outrageously expensive though, especially for their Macs. But now that RAM prices are, now that RAM is 10 times the price it should be, Apple's prices are no longer astronomical. Yeah. Protection for a super old phone also doesn't make sense. I think it's fair. It's tricky because it's not really that tricky. Like, you are betting as the user that you will break your phone. And the companies are betting that you won't break your phone. And breaking a phone sucks. It's super inconvenient. You have to back everything up, restore it, all your passwords, log into everything. Totally sucks. Totally sucks. So it's almost not worth it. But I have been enjoying it. I've been rocking my phone caseless. It is so nice in the hand. Just the curves and the quarter radiuses and everything. It sounds silly, but when you use it, it is so nice. So shout out to anyone out there who's also rocking their phone naked without a case. It is incredible. And it's truly amazing to do that. The iPhone Air and honestly S25 Edge, like those phones are incredible without cases. And it's nice picking something up. This goes for Apple phones, Samsung phones, Google phones, and just having it feel so premium. Like the texture of the stainless steel rails and the glass back, like that texture in your hand feels so nice. Even the Pixel phone, like the polished sides, that sort of satin finish, moonstone glass color on the back. This feels so nice and premium in the hand versus like we all throw these really low quality Amazon cases on them. This does not feel good in the hand, you guys. Does not feel as premium. So I love it. I guess I wish I could rock all of my phones without a case, but sometimes, many times, I like to do this and make a good old phone sandwich, okay? And if you're making a phone sandwich, which I don't recommend, most people shouldn't be doing this, it's insane. But if you make a phone sandwich, you can scratch. What happens is the camera lenses on phones, they're made of a material called sapphire crystal. Very, very scratch resistant, extremely scratch resistant. That problem is it means that the lenses can often scratch the softer glass that is used for the front of the phones. And the front glass is often way more shatter resistant. So like the cameras, sapphire crystal, that will shatter like crazy, but very scratch resistant, which is what you want for cameras. The front glass is extremely shatter resistant, but softer, and so more likely to scratch, is what I'll say. Yeah, you're finally on Team Caseless. About time. Trevor, you're right. It is about time. And it is the right way to do it. It is the right way to do it. I remember I did it on my iPhone 5. I think my iPhone 5 hit like the 2-year mark, and I was ready to upgrade. And then I just rocked it without a case until I upgraded. And it's so nice. And it's fine. Like I've only really seriously scratched. Whereas we also got, this is kind of niche, but if you guys know Quinn from Snazzy Labs, he started a company, Copland Supply. This is the Cloth Pro Max, very premium microfiber cloth. Anyway, wipes away fingerprints like crazy. So far, the only damage to the back of my phone that I can see is I got a pretty gnarly scratch in that Apple logo. Can you guys see that? That's, yeah, it's pretty dinged up in there. Otherwise, totally fine. Totally fine. It's awesome. I also noticed a bunch of you are tuned in. Looks like 242 people. Wherever you're watching this, hit the like button, show some love. And if you're interested in a cool project that I did over the weekend to figure out the best family plans, I made this site, phoneupgradecalculator.com. I just thought it'd be a fun project. I got Claude to make it, so it's not perfect. But you can, select what device you want. Maybe it's a Galaxy S25 Ultra, soon to be an X26 Ultra. Maybe it's that Pixel 10 Pro. Maybe it's an iPhone. Select the device you currently have. Let's say it's a Pixel 7 Pro. How many lines you have. How frequently you like to upgrade. Like if you like to upgrade every 1 year, the prices change dramatically. And you can just use this sheet, figure out what the most affordable option is. Sort by annual or... yeah. Or a 3-year total, whatever you want. It's super cool. And I hope it's helpful. My goal is to just make cool resources for you guys and for me. So throwing it out there. All right, here we go. Voodoo, I don't like the slippery feel of a naked phone. Funny enough, I think sometimes it's really grippy. Sometimes it's really grippy. Anything to hit a like, right? Voodoo, great question. Likes are free on this stream. So you can hit the like button as much as you want, preferably once or an odd number of times, if that makes sense. Totally free. Totally free. The Navy iPhone reminds me of Samsung. I like it. Caseless, you're risking scratching everything, not just the screen. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And you also risk really, really enjoying your phone the way it was meant to be enjoyed. Like someone designed this and someone designed this to be enjoyed like this without the case. And I think it's a flex. I really like it. Is AT&T Turbo worth it? It could be worth it for you. In my opinion, it's probably not worth it. Yeah, Tommy's saying it depends if you're fighting for priority or not. If you're fighting slow speeds, it's not going to help. But if you're in a congested area, it would. That's true. That's very true. That is wild. At least Apple goes up to 1 terabyte on the smaller iPhone model. Samsung has been stuck at 256 gigs on the smaller Galaxy phones forever in North America. Yeah, I'd say that's partially true. iPhone 17 base options are 256 and 512, which is crazy. I remember a time where I was looking to get a iPod Touch and it was like 8 gigs, 16 gigs, and 32 gigs. And 16 gigs was like that perfect sweet spot. You're like, how would I ever need more than 16 gigs? And now I admittedly have a 512 gig phone, and it's wild. But yeah, the fact that these are the options from Apple in 2026, in my mind, is crazy. So not necessarily on that base iPhone, but if you do the Pro model iPhone, you can get the smaller 17 Pro, and we'll do silver. I think silver was the correct color this year. I do kind of have some buyer's remorse. I love seeing people with the silver phone, and you can spec that up all the way up to 1 terabyte. The other thing, we were just on Samsung's website. So this is the S25 Ultra. Can I switch to a different phone? No. Mobile Galaxy phones. And we want the Galaxy S25. We'll just do the regular one and we'll do the Plus. So for the regular one, I think it's the same buy page. Yeah, it's the same buy page. For the Plus, 256, 512. So this Samsung is matching Apple, or Apple is matching Samsung, depending on how you look at it. And that'll be for the base and the Plus. Only the Ultra can go up to 1 terabyte, it seems, which is fascinating. What does Google do? Where's the Google site at? I have too many tabs open now. Bam, here's the Google store. 128, 256. Yo, that's not cool. Like, nothing above that. I mean, I guess for most people, these are probably fine, but still. All right, let's do the Pro models. What do we got for the Pro? Pixel 10 Pro, buy. I think I got a 256 gig one. So Pixel 10 Pro, Moonstone. They don't even go up to a terabyte. It's 128, 256, 512. This is also highway robbery, I think. 128 for a $1,000 phone? What is Samsung doing? Correct me if I'm mistaken. We are doing 256 for a $1,000 phone. Thank you, Samsung. Thank you. Google, they're not doling out the storage. Samsung and Apple are in a different league. So that's what I would say. Oh, yeah. Trevor Smart. Yeah, just be careful with your phone. Like, don't put your keys in the same pocket as your phone. Be caseless for, been caseless for 10 years and no issues. Yeah, no, I respect it. It's true. Like, and I think Neil deGrasse Tyson has a clip on this. Like, when you use a phone without a case, your fingers get the muscle memory of like how to handle it without a case, and you're less likely to drop it. Like, you're more familiar with the weight and yeah, and just like how to, I don't know, hold your phone in your hands. It sounds silly to say, but it's true. It's true. And you just become less likely to drop it. And there's this element of like, you can't drop it because if you drop it, it's likely going to break. And so you are consciously more careful. Like sometimes with a case, you'll get you putting your phone face down. And when you're rocking it without a case, you can do that. But sometimes you're more mindful to just always leave it face up and protect that screen. Bass Fraud. Do you drive a Tesla? It turns out I do drive a Tesla. It is so fun to drive. I'm also really rooting for the Rivian. I love Rivian. The Rivian R2 I think looks so sweet. I do have a reservation in for one. Currently cannot afford it, but I think this looks so nice. Like, guys, look at that. It's so cool. Oh my God. So thoughtfully designed. They've got the charging port, same as Tesla now, NACS, flawless. What else we have here? The frunk, huge. Actually, I think bigger than Tesla. Looks awesome. The rear glass, this is really cool. Rear window rolls down. Get some air. That is super, super cool. What else do we have here that I can show off? All connected. And then I think that's it. Yeah. 360 view. So nice. I think this looks awesome. Size it up. Those are the dimensions. Yeah, get hyped. I'm really excited for this vehicle. 2 glove boxes. Dream world. I would insta buy one. But yeah, anyway, stoked on that. Love EVs. Any EV is so fun to drive. So fun to drive. Interesting. Tommy's saying Google offers 2 terabytes of Google Drive for free for 3 months to a year with a phone purchase, depending on the phone. Yeah, I was like, actually, no joke. I was using Gemini and I was like, how do I have free Gemini? Like, I thought you had to pay for this. Turns out it came included with the Pixel purchase. And once you buy the Pixel, it's locked to your account, even if you sell the phone. So I got that, and it's treating me well. It's treating me well. Yeah, Rivian's FSD pricing is super competitive. Hopefully they can reach V14.2's current capabilities soon. That would be awesome. Yeah, sadly, I am driving a hardware 3 Tesla Model Y. So it's a 2021 Model Y, and it's got hardware 3. So I'm on the hardware 3 version of full self-driving, and it's okay. It's still impressive. It's still really cool. And it's also not at the same level as hardware 4. So unfortunately, yeah, I wish I'd waited and gotten a hardware 4 vehicle. But the one really good thing, so Teslas have been notorious for horrible suspension up until about 2023, I believe. Late 2023 is when they fixed the suspension problem. They had the new comfort suspension. But anyway, those vehicles were more expensive, so I found this vehicle, and the previous owner had put in something called Mountain Pass Performance suspension in the vehicle, and it just rides so smoothly. It is an absolute dream. I love driving that car. Yeah. Tommy, I wish I had an EV, but then again, I wish I had a place to reliably park near a charger to charge an EV. Yes. I am fortunate enough to have a garage, so I just park in the garage and then plug in, and that is how I charge my EV. And that works out super well. And then it's perfect for mapping out Colorado because I, charge up, leave with 100%, drive on some obscure roads back and forth in a grid pattern, come back, charge up, I'm good to go again. Yeah, they're super fun. Boom. Jorge is saying your video made me jump the fence to Mint, and I haven't looked back. Yeah, Mint is awesome. Yo, Jimmy's got a Cybertruck. Those are funny. I really enjoy seeing those on the road. They've got a curious look to them, and I always wonder who's driving them. Hey guys, first time live. Which carrier has the quickest unlock policy? They're all pretty much the same now. It's typically 1 year of service is going to be the fastest, and that's going to be from any of the prepaid carriers. So realistically, Zhao Dynasty, if you're looking for something decent, guys, correct me if I'm mistaken on this. What I'm thinking right now in my mind is if you hit up Mint Mobile, sometimes their phones come with like a good service deal. Like I wouldn't do the S25 Ultra deal. I'd probably do maybe a Pixel deal. Like that's wild. Pixel 10 Pro, like $500 off. The 10 Pro XL is cheaper than the 10 Pro. What? Honestly, the regular Pixel 10 looks great. Anyway, so new customers get a year of unlimited for $15 a month. You buy the phone, you get a really great discount, $500 off. You get a year of unlimited for $180, and then it's going to unlock after a year. So you're buying the phone and service. Your net total is $480. I'm saying this out loud, and this is like actually insane. Your net total is $480. At the end of the year, it's going to unlock, and then you can use it with another carrier, another plan. And the service is really good. So I would probably consider this, but definitely if you guys have something smarter, let me know. Oh, Bass got this. Dude, so envious. That's awesome. We got the Juniper Premium Dual Motor, loving it, and FSD hardware 4. Yeah, I test drove the new Juniper model a couple weeks ago when I brought my 2021 in for service. So nice. The seats were super nice. The steering wheel was super nice. The interior ambient lighting was super nice. The suspension was super nice. The noise isolation from the outside road noise was super nice. The cabin was quiet. I did a demo of full self-driving. That was super nice. It was awesome. I heard from the sales rep, I don't know how true this is, in the newest Tesla, the one with the light bar, that Model Y, they added a camera in the front towards the bottom. And the rep was saying that really helped with full self-driving. And my model and the other Hardware 3 models don't have that camera. So I'm wondering if that makes a difference. But yeah, it was really nice. I was like, dang, maybe I should have waited. But I was also driving a 2010 Prius before. And guys, the acceleration on a Prius is so slow. And I was like, I gotta upgrade. And so I upgraded. But I'll drive it and I'll enjoy it, and then I'll move on to something else, hopefully a Rivian. G. Pirani, do you also have solar panels? Do you pay for 100% renewable electricity from your utility? Turns out I do not have solar panels. I'm part of a HOA in a townhouse, and so getting solar wouldn't be through me. I think I'd have to go through them. It would be probably more trouble than it's worth. I do, however, pay for 100% renewable energy for my utility. So I get my electricity from Longmont. We have our own city electricity. And they installed solar panels actually on a building not too far from here. And, I'm not 100% sure how the electrical grid works. I'm kind of imagining there is a sort of supply of electricity and it just goes out to customers. But theoretically, I am paying for electricity from those solar panels installed on a commercial building. And not only that, this was actually an interesting project where I am paying extra, I think it's like 25% more, so that someone else can get electricity for 25% less, or or something like that. So someone who needs it is getting a better rate on electricity. So that is what I do. Ooh, yeah, like I said, US Mobile, most of their phones are sold unlocked. A small number are locked for 60 days of service. That's also a really good point. Or honestly, do, channel sponsor back market. They have they have refurbished, not gently used, they have refurbished devices. And you can also find great deals. Like if you do a Pixel 9, last year's model, this is going to be factory unlocked, $380. Fair condition, $383 for good, $425 for excellent, $429 for premium. So, and this comes with back markets, free 30-day returns and 1-year warranty. So this could be a really great way to get an unlocked phone as well without having to buy it from a carrier. Like this is just unlocked right off the bat. Samsung phones also, are really good for a really long period of time. Holy smokes, you guys. Galaxy S23 Ultra. Still a fantastic phone, starting at $364. If you want just the regular S23, this is going to be better than most budget phones today. Under $200, this is going to be the fair condition $233 for good. That's honestly so good. Here's what I've been thinking about. I've been thinking about getting 3 phones for mapping cell coverage. And very soon, I don't want to say too much, but very soon, having an Android phone will end up contributing significantly more data to the coverage map. Potentially even in the background. You didn't hear that from me, but yeah. Anyway, so I'm thinking it'd be awesome if I just had, a dash cam always installed that was contributing data. And it's like, I should just get 3 phones that are pretty new and decent and can contribute cellular data all the time. $233, that's so good. That's so good. And I could honestly get away with the fair condition because I don't care about the condition. I just need something affordable. Oh man, so good. Yeah. Oh, G Priani. With the back market sponsor, can you mention Swappa? I think it is better if I don't directly mention it. That's what I'll say. Technically, they're not sponsoring this stream, so I can mention Swappa, but there was definitely some terms about, Swappa didn't pay for ad space. Back market paid for ad space. I think that's a fair way to put it. Android W, Tommy, so true. I respect it. It is so true. And honestly, the new cellular info sheet is so cool. Guys, this is being able to just be I'm on band 66 right now. So cool. I love that. I love that. IMO, there should be solar panels installed in every parking garage, and gas station everywhere. I also agree with that. I also remember that. In India, the cheapest fiber connection plan, is $6.61 for 90 days of truly unlimited data service, the one I'm currently using. That is wild. Are the bands now logged with speed tests? I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver because there are some carriers I know that do that. Not naming any names. Soon. Coming soon. Trademark. I don't know if we can trademark that because it's already trademarked. But soon. We are working on it very hard and very diligently. And it will be very cool once everything is live. But we will announce it when it is live. All right, Nest 1000, thank you so much for your generosity and support. I appreciate you. Love the vids. I've been using CoverageMap app lately all day, every day while I'm working since I drive all over town. T-Mobile is main and Xfinity free for the backup. That is awesome. And it sounds like 80016. Hang on, let's go ahead and try this out. If we pull up the CoverageMap app, the CoverageMap map, not the app, and we do 80016. Where are we going? Aurora, Colorado. Bang. Is this Verizon, Xfinity? Oh, they're so guys, this is so tempting. You can just see. You gotta kind of swindle your way through a neighborhood here. Maybe you come down here, go down here, bop your way through here. That would get that. Nick down here, pop up here. I really want AI to come up with a way to draw me an optimal path path to map out all of these squares. I think that would be glorious. Probably T-Mobile mostly, right? So Verizon, T-Mobile. Oh, yeah. Look at this. All mapped. Appreciate all your work. Look at this. You can see T-Mobile, like, crazy fast here. What is this? Over 1,000 down, then 800, then 56, then 16. That's funny. Is there a tower there? Signal strength, Verizon, T-Mobile. Yeah. It's on the high school, the Cherokee High School. That's my guess. Maybe not. Maybe somewhere just in that vicinity. The fall off seems pretty huge, though, just with how it's positioned or something. That's wild. They're probably relying on this site here to cover a larger area. Man, it'll be so cool. So cool getting more stuff up and running. Does anyone know when the US Mobile membership starts? I don't think anyone knows. I don't even know if US Mobile remembers that they offered this. What was it called? Here we go. 001. Invite only. This is US Mobile's, I don't even know what to say. Next hype move. I mean, I got to give props to the designers, the website builders, everyone who put this together. This looks really, really slick. Oh yeah, I just remembered that if I make the browser window a little bit smaller, it looks a little bit better on mobile. I got to remember that. Optimal size is here. I should just be doing this the whole time. Yeah, I think I'm on the wait list. I think if I remember correctly, let's go back to search, teaser and pricing. Nope. Jeez. I like how my videos show up in search. That's funny to see. I can't remember specifically, but I feel like it's the combination of like a cell phone plan, maybe a phone upgrade or something all in one. The hype is real. The design is real. This has been here for probably months. And I don't know. I got nothing. Nest, I got you. We appreciate you. All right. What else do we have? We don't know when it's going to start. Yeah, Longmont as a town is really cool. It's awesome. It's super, super nice. It's all my friends are in Boulder, so I'm like, dang, I should move to Boulder. But Longmont is a really nice town. Yeah. Man, I feel like the comments just come in so slowly. Also curious if people are, let's see, all the comments are, I think, from YouTube. Trying to see if there's any X comments that show in here. Probably not. I think that's it. Man, I'm like, you guys are usually so chatty. Is StreamYard just being super slow? I'll open another tab and check. That won't hurt my computer's performance, hopefully. Yeah, geez. Sending this on X. Whoa! Max, this is the first X chat we've got, I think, in this live stream. That's super cool. I just realized now that there's a YouTube icon next to everyone's name. That's probably best. I think it's probably best that most people are watching this on YouTube. But I'm glad it's working on X. So thank you for testing that. And I also like how that came through. So I'm looking at the YouTube studio right now. And I just see G. Priani's. Speaking of 001, someone on Reddit asked about it and someone responded before 002. That's really funny. That hasn't even come up in my back end yet on StreamYard. Wow. The stream on X is about 10 seconds delayed from the YouTube one. So fascinating. So fascinating. And then interesting. Hang on. The comments are slowly drip coming in now. What's the best business wireless internet instead of Xfinity? Candidly, I have no idea. It probably depends on where you are and what internet options are available. You just want to, yeah, just get something affordable that works. I wouldn't overthink it. Also, Tommy, I like how your comment on X came through before your comment about being at Unpacked. Like, StreamYard is just so delayed right now. It's unreal. Chadden Matu, can you suggest some plans for international students traveling to the US for education? Yeah, this is a great question, and something I've been thinking about a lot recently. I think one of your best options, and I'd be curious if you need international calling. That's really another key component, because I think we've got the classics, right? Like if you go to bestphoneplans.net, and what model phone you have too, that's another factor. So we go to bestphoneplans.net. The top picks for 2026, a lot of these are going to be phenomenal based on your usage, right? Visible base, if you want something that's affordable on the affordable on the Verizon network. US Mobile Unlimited Starter Dark Star, if you want something that's affordable on AT&T. You have some low-cost plans here. Like if you just need a US Mobile number, maybe Helium Mobile Zero is the move. If you want something flexible, Mobile X is a really good option. Helium Mobile Air could be decent. If you're going to be here for a long time, you could consider some of the annual plans like Mint Mobile Unlimited Annual. That's going to be a great option if you're here for the full year. Kind of going to what network you want. And then the other thing is, yeah, do you need international calling? And so one of the plans that I'm going to recommend is actually the Ultra Mobile Unlimited plan. And the reason is because this is one, it's a little bit more expensive at close to $50 a month, actually probably over $50 a month after tax. In my area, $54.77. So it is more expensive, but it's one of the few plans that gives you truly unlimited high-speed data on the T-Mobile network for coverage. And the T-Mobile network often better supports international model devices, so you're likely going to have a smoother experience on T-Mobile with whatever your current phone is. You're going to get 10 gigs of hotspot, which is fine. And most importantly, you're getting free international calls to over 90 countries. And even more importantly, I think like over 85 of those include unlimited calling to landline numbers. And in my mind, that's important for someone like you who's an international student, because you might need to call your bank, which is still back in your home country. You might need to call family or friends on landlines that are still in your home country. You might need to make a call to your school in your home country. That could be a landline. And so I think having unlimited minutes to landlines is a really nice feature to have. So I think Ultra Mobile is great. This was their unlimited plan. You can also, if you don't need unlimited, like you can get way more affordable options like $15 for 4 gigs. They have one that's $24 for 8 gigs. This one is $29 for 25 gigs. This is probably the best value price performance right now that you can buy. And I think would be a really good option as well. But yeah, and like one of the other carriers I love and recommend is US Mobile. But if we take a look at their, they don't have an option for it. Take a look at US Mobile's international, you'll see that it appears they only support calling to mobile numbers, right? And so that means if your bank is using a landline in your original country, well, how are you going to call it if you can only make calls to mobile numbers, right? So I think that's where having unlimited minutes to landline numbers in those countries, I think makes a big difference. And you can see Ultra Mobile, they just include the international calling with all their plans, and it's really, really good in terms of that feature. And there's a bunch of carriers that offer this. Mobile X has a really good international calling add-on. We do got to give a shout out to Smartless Mobile. They were another carrier that also stood out for international calling when I was checking it out. They do, if we do plans, you can see free international calls to over 200 countries. And it is actually a pretty substantial list that can come with unlimited minutes. So that's another option as well. Anyway, I hope that's helped. Why? Hang on. The YouTube studio chat is like so delayed, it's not even funny. I almost want to like refresh the page right now. Tommy, network scores for 0003. Where are we? Are we still in like Maine? Tommy, this is crazy. This is crazy. Do CoverageMap.com. 00003. New York. We're in New York. Wait, that's 1. Do we start at 1? Do we not start at 0? Oh my God. I think it starts at 1. What is that? 10,000 is the first one. Anyway, this is New York. And you can see T-Mobile is going to be the best here. 100% coverage across the board. T-Mobile, 255.3 megabits per second down. 10 out of 10 reliability. Verizon a close second. 100% coverage. 165.1 megabits per second down. 10 out of 10 reliability. And AT&T, they're there. And they're actually doing pretty good for AT&T. So check it out. Where are we? 1001. We're like probably, hang on, let's launch the map. 10003, New York. Oh, dang. We're just like in the city. I was like, oh, we're in like somewhere rural in New York. No, we were like, this is it. We start here. That's wild. What's Maine? Oh, wait. But I'm just thinking like Massachusetts starts with this. Do we not have? I feel like I need to look up all the zip codes. Oh my God. All right, let's go back through the comments. Hopefully StreamYard is caught up. It sucks that it's so far behind. Can you check 33? Here, let me start that and get back to you. Where's Dennis? I'll tell Dennis that you guys were asking about him. He's doing well. He's doing well. I want to go to US Mobile's $25 plan from Visible Plus. Say something about the US Mobile experience. Honestly, Visible Plus is a fantastic plan. If you're happy with it, it's probably in your best interest to stick with it. But if you are interested in switching, I think US Mobile is a better app. It is easier to switch devices and manage your line through the app. As you saw with my personal US Mobile number, it is easier to, here we'll go back. It is easier to track your data usage in the US Mobile app. Easier to add an Apple Watch if you need that. I'd say debatably better support, and I really enjoy that. And you have the multi-network add-on. That can be really helpful if you want to add a secondary SIM to get coverage on a different network. So it's got some good stuff. It's really good. Didn't realize this is live. Samantha Griffin, what did you think? It was like not live. It was delayed. Well, it's here. Ask a question. We'll answer it and try and help out. Oh yeah, Helium Mobile. I did just go through that activation process, and they do, I think, require you to scan your ID, and then they have you take a picture of yourself. Surprise. Do you think SA 5G standalone will overcome to Lightspeed on US Mobile? Should I use Lightspeed or Darkstar due to iPhone carrier bundles? This is going to come down to personal preference. What's in your area? In my area, Darkstar is terrible, so I would use Lightspeed all day, every day. Will it eventually come? Yes, probably. Is it a priority for T-Mobile? No, probably not. Is it probably a year or two out? Most likely. Yeah, that's what I've got. That's what I've got. Oh, interesting. GPR any good? Clarification. I should ask and just double check that. Landline numbers are exempt from said charges in all countries. Interesting. So curious. Swarn, I watched your videos. One asking question: what are QCI levels on a network? In India, there's no thing as priority data, so everyone gets their fair share in speed. This is a question I think I've answered 2 or 3 times now. So what I'll do is I'll upload a clip of the answer, because it is it's a lengthy explanation. I don't want to leave you hanging, though. I do feel badly about that. So on my site, bestphoneplans.net, there is an article. What is premium data? Network priority levels explained. Does it need a refresh? Yes, absolutely. But it should give you the gist, and it kind of outlines everything. So I'll throw a comment, and you can check it out And it walks through all the priority levels on Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile. And this was a cool time. I was actually able to do speed tests between all of them. I should redo this. That was really fun to do. Look at this. 6 iPhones. Oh my God. Tommy, you'll be happy about this. I think the best way to redo this is to do 6 Android phones. So that way you can see the band and the tower and stuff. That'd be so fun. But yeah, I hope this is helpful, and I will get a clip uploaded very soon. So stay tuned for that. Tommy, best network for 10004. I got you. I can help you out. I know you're in New York. Are we still just going to be in New York? Like, still in New York City? 1004. New York, New York, New York. This one is going to be T-Mobile again. Yep. A little bit less coverage, but almost double the speeds and the best reliability. So T-Mobile is what I would pick. 1004. Where are we? Where's the map? Wait, we're on the very tip now. That's crazy. I feel like I need a map of the United States that shows all of the zip codes. I wonder if I can find that. Yes, you did, Tommy. You gave me the clip. I need to update it. Don't buy 6 identical phones just for that video. Trevor's like, no, please. Well, Trevor, the good news is I already have 3 iPhone 16s, so I could buy 3 more iPhone 16s, which are currently, wait, hold up. Another prime opportunity to plug back market. iPhone 16. Refurbished is perfect. $500. 516. I might do 546 for good. Excellent. 560. I mean, the problem is, well, I just want a pretty good screen. Yeah. 550, $1,500 is kind of pricey, but I can then trade them all in. Wait, okay. What is Apple trade in? Here's what I need to do. I need to find the delta between the cost of the device and the trade-in value based on what the different carriers will give me. So if I have an iPhone 16, oops, I clicked the wrong thing. iPhone 16 is $410. Okay, so I can buy refurb oh man, if it is only for one video, 516, that means it costs me net $300, give or take, plus taxes. So maybe it's like $400. That's not bad. That's not bad. Get 6 free phones with 6 more carrier lines. Dude, Tommy, that'd be nuts. What if I do a circle? I just port out, like I have an AT&T account, a T-Mobile account, and a Verizon account. And I just like circular port all of the numbers. So it's like, oh, I'm adding a line, but I'm also porting this line out. Would that work? They probably wouldn't be happy about that, but I think it would work. So much more money for so much less phone. It's true. I'm not going to disagree with that. I think I'll get a Pixel, but then I saw people saying that the Pixel modems, like, not quite as good, might have some issues. So I think I'm going to go back and get Samsung, is what I think I'm going to do. And I also think I need to make a rule where I need to sell some phones before I can buy new ones. Or something. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All right. People are asking for coverage reports. I should do that one of these days. I don't know if I can do 24 hours. I think I'd get wrecked, but I might be able to do 12 hours. A 12-hour location live stream lookup. I mean, you guys love it. Just like answer the questions. All right. Or maybe you don't like it and you're just trolling me and I'm like looking all this up for no reason. Here we go. We have, you know what? Maybe I'll do that when the new website launches. Just find a day and be like, this is it. This is the 12-hour day. Maybe I'll do like Saturday so people can actually tune in. All right, Bass Fraud, I got you. Fellow Tesla owner to fellow Tesla owner. Let's see, in Florida. Oof, probably a wonderful place to be driving with your windows down. Florida, this area of Florida, where are we? Homestead. Looks like Verizon is going to be the winner here, right? So 100% coverage, awesome. Literally double the median download speeds versus T-Mobile and AT&T, just about, and the highest reliability score. All right, let's go ahead and check out that coverage percentage. Verizon, yeah, easily the winner there. If we go ahead and scroll down, we can see the speeds. Verizon 160, 11.8. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is Verizon for sure. And if we go ahead and throw this in the crowdsourced coverage map, bam, we'll go to Florida. I'm like, did I say this correctly? Naranja? Let's do crowdsource speeds. What are we looking at? Give me the speeds. T-Mobile honestly does look really fast. Oh my God, guys, the grid. The grid is here. It's so tempting. Like, do I do a road trip out to Florida just to drive this grid and map everything out? Oh my gosh. Oh, it's so tempting. They line up perfectly with the squares. See, this is why we switched to squares. Look how perfectly it lines up with the roads. Oh my gosh, so satisfying. Anyway, T-Mobile looks great in this area, very fast speeds and performance. Switching over to Verizon now, and wicked fast. I don't know what happened here. Let's see, when was this reported? 2025. Not a good look, either for our app or the Verizon network. Likely, dang. Probably our app just like glitched out there, not gonna lie. Considering it's surrounded by speeds, getting 500 down, 375 down, 600, yeah. Verizon looks ripping fast. AT&T doing. Oh, also looks fabulous and someone is using the CoverageMap app and lives in this area for sure. Look how perfectly this is getting mapped in. Oh my gosh. Look at that, is incredible. Wow, that is so satisfying. Oh my God. And there's still so many squares. Sorry, I'll keep everything together. Yeah, Bass Fraud, I got you. I hope this is helpful. I think Verizon is probably the move. You can't go wrong. I think Verizon, high probability it's the move. Let's check that coverage. Let's check that signal strength. Verizon, no, it should be totally covered. It's probably our app had a problem. Get some full self-driving out. Go test out these rural roads. Oh, like what happens here where the coverage gets weak? That'd be such a cool area to test. Like for different devices, what speeds do people get? Oh my God. I did do a drive like that in Colorado. This is a side tangent. Let me find it. It's this. You can see it. It's like so painfully obvious. What's funny is I'm on Google Maps, right? And I'm like, oh, so this looks interesting for me, for driving. And I'm like, why does this specific route look interesting besides the fact that it's like this random box? It's because if you look at the signal strength map, you can see like there's a tower here, and then it kind of like signal gets weaker, and then there's another tower, and then it's weaker again, and then there's more towers. So it's like, oh, this seems like a kind of interesting spot. That's AT&T, T-Mobile. It looks like almost no coverage there. Oh, I should drive like down there. That would be super fun. And then if we do Verizon, same kind of deal. Like you drive away from the tower. Wait, is that the right spot? Yeah, I think that's where my little square was. Drive away from the tower and then cut over, and then you go back into coverage. Like, what does it look like? And so I did it, and we have the results. You can see Verizon, it actually stayed latched on pretty well. Super slow speeds. What are these? 14, 21, 3, 2.5, right? Failed a couple times. Actually kept it. Did a little bit better here. 300, very wild, 80. And then totally lost it there, which lines up, I think, really well with that Verizon signal strength. Like, this is where the gap is, right? And that's where I legitimately lost and reported no coverage. I think that is just so cool. And then what's funny is when I regained service, the phone just like latched on to ultra wideband and was like 185 down. Yo, we got you, bro. We got you, bro. So that was really cool on the Verizon front. What did T-Mobile do? Yeah, T-Mobile just got weak, fast there, and then weak, a little bit of fast there, and then pretty weak, and then got faster as I went back. And then I think AT&T was just like more solid. I think AT&T had they had more towers. So Verizon had the gap, T-Mobile had the gap, but actually maintained service, which means T-Mobile's coverage map was a little underrepresented, which is kind of fascinating. Man, I'm like, I got to drive down here. I have to find out. I'm so curious now. I'm just gonna have to take off work tomorrow and be like, "Yep, guys, I'm going on a road trip, just like in the middle of nowhere, Colorado." So fascinating. And then, yeah, AT&T had the tower there. Anyway, that's why I drove in that square. The side tangent to the side tangent is on Google Maps, you don't know what this looks like. Turns out it is the sketchiest dirt road into the middle of absolutely nowhere that I've ever been on. Let me see if I can pull this up. I don't even think there's going to be a street view. Okay, hang on. I think it's near Wiggins, right? Does that sound right? Fort Morgan, yeah, Wiggins, Hudson. Where are we? I lost it. The satellite view, Wiggins, Colorado. There it is. Okay. Nice, nice. Okay, perfect. I think this is it. Let me see if I can get a little dude somewhere. Oh yeah. Yeah, we got it. Let me see if I can load this up. Sorry. Bam. This is it. This is like you are driving and let's get this sidebar out of here. In the absolute middle of nowhere. I mean, there is nothing. There is nothing. I think this is like a pasture. I think someone owns this. Maybe there's cattle. And it is full dirt road. Unpaved. You're like, I feel like I'm trespassing. Is this even a real road? Like, should I be on this? It's just you and nothing. Expand. Let me see. Can I go here? Yeah. This is minor section of paved road. Oh, it was wild. There's nothing out there, is to say the least. Yeah. Unreal. Unreal. Where can I move my guy? I can't see where it's been mapped. And then this was paved again. Anyway, it was super fun. I want to go back. Back to the chat. Back to the chat. Dark 2 Light Warrior. Thank you for tuning in. 78, 73, 4. Let's figure out what's best in your area. Coverage search, 78, 73, 4. This is a public tool, by the way. You guys can you can use this, and here I'll show it on screen. Oh, T-Mobile Easy. Did I just say that? That feels so familiar. Yeah, T-Mobile Easy, 100% coverage, 300 down, median speeds, 10 out of 10 reliability. I'm going T-Mobile all day, every day in this area. Verizon, second. A third the speeds, just about. AT&T. Guys, AT&T, I don't know what they're doing. It's not fast, though, whatever it is. That's all I can say. Yeah, Verizon coverage looks great. T-Mobile coverage is great. Upload speed, T-Mobile. T-Mobile all day, every day in this area. Yeah, easy. 78, 73, 4. We'll pop back to the map. We'll get out of my funny little route there. More of that will get filled in someday, though. Oof, this is a prime area to fill in more gaps. Honestly, does look like AT&T would be pretty strong. T-Mobile, ripping fast. Yeah, that's fantastic. Oh, look how well mapped this area is. Oh my God, guys, this is incredible. Look at all the squares. They've just been so filled in. Oh my God, that is so satisfying. That is so satisfying. Look at that. It's just like a massive T-Mobile blob. It's like an amoeba, you know, like, and it merges with another amoeba and it gets bigger. Is that the right word, amoeba? I think that's what they do. It's growing. It's like an infestation coming out of Austin. Glorious. So glorious. Where's our pin? Where are we even? Yeah, we're over here. Yeah, T-Mobile looks fantastic. And Verizon also looks, it's probably pretty good. Wow. Verizon also super mapped in Austin. This is incredible. What about AT&T? Was AT&T this filled in? AT&T is also really good. Couple of missed squares here and there, but dang. The people in this area are mapping. That's what I'll say. Shout out to them. They are awesome. Here's what's really cool. We can do color profile, best carrier. Who's best? Yo, It's T-Mobile. It's T-Mobile. The pink is overpowering in Austin. Look at that. Look at that. What's so fun to me is I don't think any other coverage website does this. So cool. Oh my God. Cape Mobile. Thank you so much, G. Pirani, for your generosity and support. I haven't even looked at Cape Mobile too much. I know someone has asked me about it, so you being one of them, let's find out right now. Cape.co. What are we getting here? Protect yourself with private cell service. They're another private cell phone service. I genuinely don't understand the privacy focus. Like, what's the difference? So everyone else, what we store. So everyone else does store stuff that can get hacked. We also have Louis Rossman's Freely, right? That sounds very similar. P-H-R-E-L-Y with like a little, oops, I spelled that incorrectly. Freely. Armadillo as a little guy there. Privacy by Design Wireless. So they should have been Freely Mobile is what I'll say. More expensive plans, $25 for 2 gigs. That's expensive. Essential, $35 for 5 gigs expensive. Core. These are all expensive plans, but they store and capture almost no data about you. So if Freely gets hacked or if Cape gets hacked, they just won't have information on you for people to go and get. What did they use for coverage? This, Guys, what do you think this is? It's blue. It feels responsive. Is this T-Mobile? You know what we do? We just do inspect element. Let's pull this up. Legend. All right, it's Montserrat. Document capes.cellmaps.com. Okay. Okay. Cape.cellmaps.com. It kind of looks T-Mobile-ish. I don't think the AT&T one would load that fast. That's for sure. Here's the full map. Wait, maybe it is AT&T. They're piggybacking off of one of the other carriers, which they have to be. They clearly are. There's no way they can't find your location. Let's hang on. Let's inspect this. I want to like figure it out. Open laters, base toggle. All right, we're gonna Google it. Cape. It says U.S. Cellular. That must mean T-Mobile now. Yeah, it must be T-Mobile. Huh, that's what I'll say. All right, we don't even have a plan price yet, do we? What does this cost? All right, create your account. No info required. Download the app. Activate your SIM. Okay. No visits to stores. No waiting for physical SIM cards. No calls with sales support. This, to me, this implies they don't have any. They have no sales and no support. I'm kidding. But they are trusted by privacy experts. Interesting. Holy smokes, $99 a month? My God. Network lock. What? Prevent attackers from attacking your location or intercepting your calls and texts? Is this a problem that a lot of people are facing right now? SIM swap is real. By private key you control. I wonder how easy or difficult it is to swap. Unlimited data. This is so funny to me. Guys, just read this out loud to yourself and tell me what's wrong. Enjoy unlimited high-speed data. After 50 gigabytes, speeds may slow to 256 kilobits per second. Are you telling me 256 kilobits per second counts as high-speed data? Guys, what are we doing? No, that is slow. That is basically unusable. It will load, but it will take a long time, and your patience will be tested. Ridiculous. I just don't know if this is encrypted voicemail, mobile hotspot. Speeds may throttle after 30 gigs, so 30 gigs a hotspot. I'm skeptical. $30 for your first month, but that means I need to review it in 30 days. And that's, yeah. Identifier rotation. All right, let's figure out. I haven't heard of a lot of these. So talk and text, identifier rotation. Make your network activity harder to track over time by changing your IMSI. I don't even know what this means. I'm gonna have to do so much research after this live stream just to figure it out. Secure global roaming, 5 gigs a month in 50 countries. That's actually pretty good. Last mile encrypted texting. iPhone only. Android coming soon. Do they support RCS? What are we doing? What are we doing? You know what they should do? They should pull a Google, come out with their own chat app and say, this is encrypted. Yeah, might as well use smoke signals after 50 gigs. It's true. It's true. Trying to do stuff on 256 kilobits per second, it's an all-day affair. That's my take anyway. Alaska is always how you can tell. Trevor, the coverage genius himself. Boom. So wait, what does it mean if they're in Alaska? That means it's on T-Mobile. Is T-Mobile the only one that's in Alaska? Technically, they said US Cellular. That way, now I'm curious. If I go to our map, and let's pull up the signal strength data, because that's really what we're looking at here. We go to Alaska. This is AT&T. Okay, so interesting. And if we do T-Mobile, nothing, which is I think what it's technically using. And then Verizon, something. Whoa. Wait. Does this imply that this is on AT&T instead of US Cellular? Or maybe they're just roaming in Alaska. What about, like, is there another dead giveaway spot? I mean, this is the US Cellular roaming, right? This is AT&T, T-Mobile. I'm so perplexed. It loads, I feel like the AT&T map. I feel like the T-Mobile map is faster. Oh, you know what's a better example? The Mint mobile coverage map. All right. So this is the T-Mobile map, right? Whoa, you can see, hang on, plus the zoom in, way less coverage on this area. I guess it is still loading in the tiles and stuff. Oh, but they're doing like low band, mid band, partner. What did they say for Alaska? They're also saying Alaska's totally covered. Maybe it is a T-Mobile network. I mean, that's what Google said, so I'll believe it. But that's what I say. Puerto Rico only is native T-Mobile. That's true. Let's zoom in on Puerto Rico. Oh, that's interesting. Cape is saying data only. That means no voice. Maybe I am right. Hang on. Hold your horses. Puerto Rico, let's zoom in on this. This is like the most awkward. Here we go. Totally covered native T-Mobile. Talk, text, and data. Okay. What if I do the AT&T coverage map? Or Cricket, maybe? So this is a AT&T. You can see they definitely cover Alaska. And you can see, I don't know, something about like how this loads in just felt a little similar. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm tripping. It's so slow. It's so slow. Guys, this is the 24-hour live stream now, and it's just waiting for the AT&T map to load. Puerto Rico. Oh, interesting. Partner coverage on T-Mobile. Huh. Am I going to have to sign up and just figure it out? T-Mobile is no Alaska. Verizon is some. AT&T is the most. So curious. So curious. Maybe it is worth the $30 just to find out. Someone's saying it's definitely AT&T. Yeah, just with like how those squares load, I don't know. Maybe I'm overanalyzing. Should I do like cricket? Cricket says partner there. I think. I didn't really look at the key. They're still doing that full loop. Huh. Huh. Very interesting. Very interesting. Ooh, interesting. AT&T has acquired some of US Cellular's leftover spectrum. AT&T CoverageMap is served through their network. That's why it takes so long. Oh, we're so mean on AT&T on this show. Oh. Voodoo, how's Puerto Rico? I go there all the time. Gave up my priority data on Warp to stay on Lightspeed. Hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. You have the partner affiliate with AT&T, which sucks right now. Oh my God, that's funny. All right, someone actually had a location to look up. Where did that go? That is AT&T. All right, you guys are saying it's AT&T. That was my guess. Interesting. Oh, 808 Rockford, 9681.9. Filling it on the map. Let's find out. 9681.9. Hawaii. Oh my gosh, incredible. Incredible. Let's pop over to the crowdsourced speed test map. Honolulu getting filled in. This is so satisfying. It's like almost all filled in, but this is all carriers. Hang on, let's just do AT&T carrier. Honestly, really good. Let's do T-Mobile. Really, really good. Is Verizon also here? Dang. Honolulu is getting mapped. That's fantastic. If I pop down to the like 0.3, yeah, but still incredible. Incredible. Wow. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm like looking at this and be like, oh, wow, you guys can't even see it. You got to tell me these things. I feel like I need like a more responsive chat interface or something. Or just be checking my stream. Yeah, it's incredible. Look at that. Amazing, amazing. This was Verizon. Here is AT&T. Also really good. A little bit less. And T-Mobile. Filled in. Filled in. So satisfying. All right. ISM meet 69. Let's do 29926. You got it. We'll go to the regular... Oops, the regular coverage search. 29926. What has the best coverage there? Where are we going? Beaufort County, South Carolina. Right. Oh my God, guys. This is an area where the AT&T network seems to be surprisingly good. I can't believe it. 94.8% coverage, number 2. Most importantly, 137.7 megabits per second for the median download speeds. That is the fastest compared to 86.2 and 36.2. And then 10 out of 10 reliability. I would go AT&T all day, every day. Checking the quick coverage comparison breakdown. They're all probably okay. AT&T seems really good. And then most importantly, the speeds, AT&T in first for both download and upload. So strong indication that AT&T is going to be best in this area. And of course, if we pop over to the crowdsourced map of cellular coverage and we pop over to South Carolina, you can see AT&T might just be the most mapped out, but it is definitely looking very fast. Carrier, AT&T, fast. Yes, fast. Much fast. Good speed, much fast. T-Mobile, honestly, also looks pretty good. Couple of weaker spots, potentially. Just got to map out more of it. And then Verizon. Verizon looks fine. Yeah, I would go AT&T. You probably can't go wrong, but I would go AT&T. Verizon does actually look a little bit slower. Like they haven't installed their ultra wide. Wait, how were the speeds? 44, 230. I mean, they have it. It's just not as fast, it seems like. Huh. Yeah, there you go. AT&T all day, every day. That's the answer. That's your answer. Dulitino, 3345. I said that wrong. Nope, 3345.5. That is correct. Where are we going? Martin County, Florida. Back to Florida. Welcome. Thanks for tuning into the live stream. I mean, looking at speeds, realistically, you probably can't go wrong here because these are all median speeds. I would probably lean a little bit more towards T-Mobile. Like, worst coverage, 99.2%, but that's still super high. Biggest factor, double the median download speeds at 221 megabits per second, and still really good reliability at 7.2 out of 10. If I go ahead and scroll down, you can see that full coverage breakdown. It's probably fine. Upload speed, Verizon actually has the fastest upload. Wow, the uploads are really good on all of them. Again, you probably can't go wrong, but I like fast, and you like one answer, so I would say T-Mobile. Let's go back here, punch that in, see what we have cooking. 33455. Florida. Shoop. Oh, AT&T actually looks great there too. T-Mobile. Yeah, super fast. Oh, what we should do is get T-Mobile and then map it all out. That's what I'd say. Verizon, also pretty fast. Yeah, you can't really go wrong. T-Mobile or Verizon would be my personal picks, is what I would say. I hope that's helpful. Dang, where are all these zip codes coming from? You guys are like, all right, if you need it, I'm here. Let's see what we got. All right. What's a good carrier in 670? I said that wrong. 60070. Let's find out. 60070. Illinois. All right. Shockingly, AT&T also seems really good here. 100% coverage across the board. AT&T in first, 109.8 megabits per second. T-Mobile in second, 94.8 megabits per second. Verizon in last, 80.1 megabits per second. Reliability, excellent on AT&T. Key metric here, I'm looking at upload speeds. Where is that? Boom. T-Mobile fastest upload. AT&T slowest upload. Interesting. I'd probably lean, based on this information, between AT&T and T-Mobile. Maybe a little bit more T-Mobile. Let's bring this to the map. Let's see what we got. All right, Prospect Heights, Illinois. Wow, oh, you're blanketed. I would, the grid pattern. Oh, you're in just such a prime area. You could map out all of this so easily. Yeah, it's realistically probably going to be great on all of them. I think Verizon's going to be fantastic. T-Mobile looks awesome. 1,368. Superb. AT&T also going to be great. Yeah, maybe AT&T is the move. I mean, you specifically want a carrier. AT&T is great. I would do US Mobile. And you do plans, unlimited premium. If you can do an annual plan, these are great. They're on sale. They're awesome. If you want to do monthly, unlimited starter, truly unlimited data, 20 gigs of hotspot, AT&T coverage. You can't beat it. It's so good. Excuse me. Trevor's saying, I can imagine Stetson 5 years buys a Robo Taxi and has it drive around the country just mapping coverage completely autonomously. Trevor, I want that today. Here is the problem. Here's the problem with Tesla full self-driving. Okay? Supervised. Number one problem is it's supervised. Number two problem is it takes direct routes from point A to point B, right? Like you're looking at this map. I want to take the most convoluted, unnecessary, roundabout way to get through this neighborhood. But if I'm in Tesla full self-driving and I put in point A to point B, it's going in a straight line. It's awful. I need like custom route planning. Tommy's saying I need an army of drones or RC cars. What's funny is there's let me see if I can pull this up. There's a Chinese car, a Chinese EV that comes with a drone. Let me see. Yes. Nope. Man, I just want... Yeah. I think this is enough. This is enough to get my point across. You can film your BYD on the move. So BYD makes the car with this on-vehicle drone launcher from... Right? So they made it so that there is a drone stored in the top of the vehicle that you can deploy. Like, what? Oh, that's crazy. Anyway, this is what I need. Like, I need to be driving around, map and cell coverage. The drone has more phones on it for map and cell coverage. Oh my God, glorious, glorious. We'll see what I end up needing, but I probably don't need that. Oh, it says, interesting. Live stream on X is experiencing issues with live stream posts. If you can't find your live on X, you can manually post it by following our guide. All right, perfect. Yeah, Trevor's right. No drones does not give an accurate coverage footprint since you'll basically always have a line of sight compared to the ground. Facts. That's facts. We got to stay on the ground, probably in the car, because that's where most people are using their phones. They're not outside the car using the phones. So that's definitely what I need. Yeah, that'd be sick. But really, Tommy, what I'm thinking of, hear me out. This is the idea. I tried to make this happen, but didn't get it. And then I see another location. We'll do that. USPS, the United States Postal Service, right? These guys in their funny little trucks, they drive every route, pretty much to every address in the United States. If they were mapping cell coverage, oh my gosh, so much would be mapped so fast and so quickly. It would be insane. I would be so happy. All right, we got some locations coming in. Ayo Vendera, Maine. We got you. Curious if you're in Maine or not, but we will look it up. Coverage search, here we go. 49444. Michigan. Wonderful area. T-Mobile. You probably can't go wrong, actually, looking at these numbers. So T-Mobile, fastest median download speeds, but a little bit lower reliability score and a little bit lower coverage. AT&T is probably going to be a rock-solid option. 113.1 megabits per second, 10 out of 10 reliability. Verizon has the coverage, has really good speeds as well. 6 out of 10 reliability. Let's check upload. I think upload performance is also critical. AT&T is the best upload. I would go AT&T, I think. Surprising to say. I would go AT&T. If we pop over to the map and we plug in 49444. Muskegon? Muskegon Heights? I think AT&T is going to be fine. Oh, another just fabulous grid pattern. You could probably bike this. You could walk it. You could run it. T-Mobile. We need more data. We found a hole. Oh, Verizon's actually probably not that bad either. Just looking at this. Yeah. Wow. Oh my God. When this map gets fully filled in, it'll be glorious. Since Stetson has so many phones and so many numbers, he can mail an active cell phone on each network to every address in America. Just have them running speed tests through the delivery. Oh my God. The downside is I would need external battery banks too, because the phones running with the screen on, let's say they top out at 6 hours, it takes USPS longer than 6 hours to deliver that phone. So yeah, I would need to, it's not necessarily a bad idea, but I would need like a really big battery bank or something. Yeah. Don't give Stetson ideas. All right, we have 68022 coming in from Christopher. Let's figure out what's best for you, Christopher. We're in Nebraska. Oh, wow. I was going to say T-Mobile all day, every day again, and then I saw Verizon. 205.9 is also really, really good. Let's see what the uploads are between them. Of course, AT&T in last. Oh, AT&T. Upload speed, T-Mobile 24, Verizon 17. You can't go wrong, T-Mobile or Verizon. Maybe it depends what plan you want, what perks you want, if you want priority or not. Where did the map tab go? Here we go. Bam. Nebraska. Wow. Surprisingly filled in, actually. Yeah, really good. Really good job. Some of these rural areas, these would be fun. Oh, they have a Mead, Nebraska. We have a Mead, Colorado. Also in the middle of nowhere. Oh, funny. Anyway, yeah, Verizon looks really great. Super fast. AT&T. Yeah, probably fine. Verizon. Yeah, great. Wait, do we... T-Mobile? Yeah, everything's fast. You can't go wrong. T-Mobile or Verizon. You can't go wrong. It looks like... Wait, hang on. Verizon? I would say T-Mobile. we have less data from T-Mobile, so what you're going to want to do is actually, instead of saving money, sign up for the most expensive T-Mobile plan you can and just start driving all the way around. Yeah. Oh my God, it's also mostly a grid pattern. What's nice is the grid pattern chunks up really well. Oh, I guess technically at this zoom level, everything is filled in, but no. Yeah. T-Mobile has the worst coverage around Orlando, Central Florida. Interesting. Yeah, Christian Murph, I got you. Maybe I said that wrong, sorry. Christian Murphine. 68104. Omaha, Nebraska. I mean, we were just looking at that. Rock solid across the board. I would lean towards T-Mobile or Verizon just because it seemed like the surrounding area outside of Omaha was getting slightly better coverage, but you can't go wrong. Like, there are some major cities where all of them are going to be great, and it's just, what do you get the best deal? And shout out to that site that I made, or really that Claude made today. If you've got a family plan, right, like 4 lines, you're upgrading every 3 years, AT&T or is Unlimited Starter. Unlimited Starter SL is a great plan. It's a great plan for families. So I would suggest you look into that. Trevor says, no, it's a bad idea. Mailing phones, is that the thing? I've seen a lot of people trashing on the network carriers in this scenario in every country, like almost 99% of the time. Never saw anyone appreciate the carriers. Why is that? It's just like vocal minority, I think, online. Like, people love complaining online, so it naturally attracts people who want to vent about their carrier. It's just how it is, how it goes. Wow, have I been slouching this whole podcast, whole live stream? Christopher, thanks, Stetson. I really like your coverage map. I've uploaded several times, so I'm not sure if I was properly signed in, so I'm not sure if my info was recorded. It turns out it doesn't matter if you're signed in or signed out. The info is uploaded, so just kind of helps you if you're signed in versus signed out. All right, Miles Tech. Let's see if we can crush through a couple. Wait, where's the map? Map. Make sure I add it to the stream, so it's not me just talking to myself here. Coverage search. 1, 3, 6, 7, 6. Sorry, that took me way too long to process. Oh, in New York. New York. Oh, shoot. Yo, is this the fastest we've ever seen? Guys, I think this is the fastest. This is probably the fastest median download speed I have ever seen on my time doing this live stream. 513.8 megabits per second. That is outstanding. And look, T-Mobile, 45% coverage. That's remarkable. Absolutely remarkable. And then what is AT&T doing? 67.1. Oh my God. It's funny because it's so consistent. Wow. Yeah, this is Verizon for sure. For sure. Where did the upload speeds go? Did I scroll past the speeds? Do we not have them? Huh. That's what I'll say. Huh. All right. This might be a more interesting location than I initially thought. Let's pop into the map. Let's see what we actually have going on over here. What's cooking? Where are we? Way upstate New York. Yeah. Yeah, this is why Verizon's so fast. 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. Trails off a little bit. 1,000. There's definitely a tower here. Hang on, let's switch to the tower map. Signal strength. Bam. Oh, yeah, there is. Looks like there might be a couple, actually. Ripping fast. That's sick. All right, AT&T. Dink, just like one little square. That's why it's so slow. That's what they're doing. That's what AT&T's doing. We're also looking at best. I could do average. Wait, download speed, average. There we go. I wonder if that pulls Verizon down a little bit. Yeah, it does. It pulls it down. That's more in line. That's so funny. T-Mobile, also really good. Yeah, you can't go wrong. I like best. I like best. Doot. Yep, there you go. Definitely sign up for any of them, though, and drive literally anywhere because there's no one in upstate New York, and we need your help. Wow. That would be a fun trip. I'm sure it's a beautiful area. And then we can go to Canada and map stuff in Canada, too? Guys, do you think this part of Canada has been mapped? I would be going through more locations. Oh, look at that. Oh, my gosh. There's so much more data. Bell Mobility. Rogers? Rogers is there, too. Wow. Videotron? Okay, we got a couple. TELUS? Ooh. Very nice, very nice. Best? Wow. This is just like a colorful rainbow. I don't even know what to make of it. That's super cool. All right, back to the United States. Back to the US. Come on, guys. Let's map it out. We got to get on it. Best carrier. Verizon. Hopefully that helped answer your question, Miles Tech. 01440. This has got to be like Maine or something, right? Coverage search. Add this back to the stream. Wait, remove. Add to stage. There we go. All right, 01440. Massachusetts. Worcester, baby. Or I guess Gardner in Worcester County. Looks like it's Worcester. Anyway. Woof. I don't know what the carriers are doing here, but it is nothing fast. I'll tell you that right now. Verizon looks like the best of the worst. Maybe AT&T. Hey, credit where credit is due. 8.9 megabits per second is the fastest median download speed. Reliability is a little bit lower, but slim pickings. All right, let's see if we have the speed bars here. Yeah, here we go. All right, the fact that AT&T has gotten 5 up alone, and T-Mobile, we can't even see how fast it is because of how slow it is. I'm going AT&T all day, every day here. Yeah, easy. Let's pop this over to the map. What have we got? Gardner. Someone was driving through on Verizon. Not necessarily terribly fast, but gets the job done. What are these? 70, 110. All right, fine. T-Mobile. Actually, T-Mobile is probably really fast, but it seemed like coverage was weaker. I wonder why the median was so slow. Do we do Verizon? I can't remember. Yeah, we did Verizon. What's AT&T? AT&T actually looks pretty solid. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. See where the towers are. AT&T has just like one tower here. Oh, gosh. Okay, well, interesting. T-Mobile, about the same. Verizon, look at that, about the same. Verizon actually looks like it has more towers, so it might have better coverage. Could be worth hopping on that and just mapping it out. That's wild. So funny. So funny to see that. Yeah, Verizon also could be really good. US Mobile tuning in on Twitter. Great to see you guys. You don't need 3 phones when you have multi-network with US Mobile. Well, technically I do need 3 phones because I need to be mapping them all at the same time. If I'm just one person though, you could do dual SIM. Dual SIM US Mobile, toggle between them. That's best for actual usage, not for mapping stuff. That's surprising. AT&T. Hey, Stetson, is the AT&T free trial still on? Yes, I think so. You can definitely try AT&T for free through Cricket. Here, try AT&T Wireless free for 30 days. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Done and dusted. Looks like it's still cooking. And through Cricket. You always get Maine and it's never Maine. Yeah. I know. I should know better. Stetson, where do you see CoverageMap in 20 years, 2046? Do you think mainland US will be saturated? Voodoo, I hope so. I hope so. All right. This is probably California. 9551. I should probably, for the sake of my timestamps, I should probably say it out. 95501. California, baby. I'm 1 for 20. Oh, this has been like the third one. Oh, there it is. This is like the third one today. T-Mobile, all day, every day. 100% coverage. Basically like 4 times the median download speeds. 239.8 megabits per second. Insane. 69 down on AT&T. 58.3 on Verizon. Checking the upload again. I feel like we should have the upload in the cards. T-Mobile and Verizon crushing it. I would go T-Mobile. Yeah. It's just so good. Their network is so fast. Fast and furious. Do we have Tokyo? Wow. Eureka. Hey, shout out to the person here on Verizon who has been mapping this out. This is impeccable. On a grid. You can, still some areas to fill in, but overall, really solid job. Let's see. How is T-Mobile looking? Oh, T-Mobile is fabulous. Look at this. Oh, someone's got to get that corner. And then fill those in, and then that in. Oh, and then this will all be filled in, and then that. Some of these streets, I don't know. You have to go to the neighborhood, sit at the end of the neighborhood, wait for the test to run, and then it'll get mapped. But it's worth it. That'll be so satisfying. Yeah, T-Mobile looks flawless. AT&T, fine. Again, just not impressive. I mean, we also don't have that much AT&T data. So if you want to grab some AT&T and get mapping, that'd be really cool. That's great though. Let's do all. Hang on. This is the best carrier. Boom. Yeah. Verizon, T-Mobile, can't go wrong. I'd probably lean towards T-Mobile for no real reason, I guess. But yeah, it's fast. That's awesome. Wow. So cool. If I've learned one thing from Stetson Doggett, it's get Lightspeed and Warp multi-network. Yeah, that's the way to do it. That would be my combo. It's also so funny. Wait, do I still have that YouTube tab open? The comments just come in so slowly from YouTube. I don't know why. All right, Josh, we're going to call it here because I'm fading. I can feel myself getting more and more tired. And then I got to take some supplements and absolutely pass out. Anyway, 38016. Where are we going, everybody? That feels East Coast to me, maybe more middle of the country. I don't think I'm getting any better at this. 38016. We are going to Tennessee. Wow. Again, this is like T-Mobile all day, every day. They are crushing. Literally 3 times the median download speeds as AT&T. Great reliability. Verizon's also probably going to be great here too. This is just like the same story on repeat. And the upload, 29.8 megabits per second. That's awesome. That is awesome. It's so good. I'd be on T-Mobile in this area. It looks fast and furious. Can't go wrong. AT&T actually doesn't look too bad. When are these tests from? 2025? That's recent enough where this is probably the network being slow. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully there's a fix for that. There's a patch for that, if you know what I mean. Verizon also actually looks super solid here. But T-Mobile crushing it. All right, Sam's Tech Review asked nicely, so I will do his. 92020. That sounds like California to me. I feel like I'm getting the Californias. Anything in the nines, California. 92020. San Diego. Woof. I'll be in San Diego later this year. And it looks like I'm going to be wanting T-Mobile. Again, it's too good. T-Mobile's too good. Oh my God. 230.8 megabits per second down. Let me finish this out. Finish strong. T-Mobile, first place, 230.8 megabits per second for the median download. Verizon, 139.3 megabits per second median download. 88.8 AT&T, my guys. What are you doing? Upload, though. That's the key thing. Upload is... I scrolled past it. T-Mobile still crushing it. Unreal. Yeah, I'm probably going T-Mobile here. I'm going to have to get a T-Mobile line. Oh, that's right. I have a family plan by myself on T-Mobile. I'll be fine. I just got to remember to bring a line. And then I can test. But does it need to be filled in? Let's find out. El Hakun. Oh, wow. Super well mapped. Verizon looks ripping fast. Also ripping fast. AT&T, what is AT&T doing? Actually does look pretty fast, but I guess the median speeds haven't caught up yet. Yeah, interesting. Let's do color profile best. I mean, broadly speaking, it looks like T-Mobile. Oh, holy, guys, look at Chula Vista. This is unreal. 1,000, 1,600, 500, 1,300, 1,000, 1,200, 1,700, 1,400, 1,500. This is insane. It is plastered in pink. Sam, is this you? Mapped by me? Let's go. That's so cool. That is so cool. Absolutely crushing it. Absolutely crushing it. I think you said you were more up here. Thank you for all your support. This is incredible. This is incredible. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited for this to get filled in. Yo, you're a legend. You guys are legend. Tommy's saying it. Don't forget to like the stream and subscribe. If you're watching this on Twitter, subscribe. Trevor's saying if you do the 12-hour zip code stream, don't clear out the pins on the map through the whole stream. I want to see that final list. That would be awesome. I think I can make that happen because that'd be 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. I would need an intermission to eat. I actually eat quite a lot of food. Trying to, bulk up a little bit, put on some muscle. So I would have to take some breaks, but I'm sure I could figure something out. Here, Trevor, this is for you. I thought I was sharing this, but I wasn't. This is for you. This is what we covered on this stream. We were in Massachusetts, upstate New York. We were in Michigan, Chicago. We were in Tennessee. Looks like we had a couple in Nebraska. I think there was another tab that had another Nebraska pin. We have San Diego, specifically what is that? Cohin or whatever. Cojon, forgive me for mispronouncing that horribly. And there was another one, right? Yeah, we were way over here in, what is this? Still California? Yep, still California. All over. Very satisfying. Ugh, look at all those pins. Glorious. All right, we got to wrap this up. I'm tired. You guys are amazing. Thank you all so much for tuning in to another epic Mobile Monday live stream. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Consider subscribing. I'm coming out with the best cell phone plans of 2026. My top picks. That is dropping, quote, soon. It is being worked on, and I'm very excited for that to go live. Other things to note. Oh, yeah, I made this new site today just for fun. Check it out if you want. Don't check it out if you don't want. Phone upgrade calculator. You kind of select what phone you have, select what phone you want, and then how many lines you have, how often you like to upgrade, if you're eligible for regular pricing or if you can get military veteran pricing or anything like that. It's probably 70% accurate because I made it with Claude and Claude makes mistakes. But yeah, maybe check it out. phoneupgradecalculator.com. Just thought it would be fun. I mostly needed it to figure out, what was best for families, and I concluded it is AT&T Unlimited starter, and then US Mobile probably a close second there. But either way, one more thing. For sticking around to the end, I'm going to give you guys one more bonus resource to check out. And it is, wait for it. Yep, here it is. It is, I think I can share this. How do I share this? I go here, I go here. One more bonus resource for you. I'll throw this in the pinned comment after the stream as well. It's the spreadsheet that's actually powering the website. So you can see this is all the data that was used for the website. You can see the trading credits. I think this is where I need to update the pixel. I don't know how I got these so wrong. I swear I manually put them in. But anyway, I need to update their trading credits so that they're more accurate in terms of the value, and that'll fix some things. But yeah, you just go to the comparison thing, and it's literally the website, but it's actually a Google sheet. And if you're like, yo, this is wrong, just duplicate the sheet, change the number, and you're good to go. So I hope that's helpful. Anyway, that's it. We gotta end this. Thank you so much for tuning in to another epic Mobile Monday live stream. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Share this with one friend. Check out the free CoverageMap app. Yeah, we got to plug CoverageMap. That website that everyone was having me use is completely free. CoverageMap.com. We have a free mobile app, right? Download the App Store or Google Play Store. It's actually got good reviews now. We're stoked about it. Literally 4.7 stars. That's awesome. And then on Google Play, 4.1 stars. Check it out. Leave us a rating. Leave us a review. No joke. I genuinely look at all the reviews and I respond to them. This is me responding. Look, thanks, Stetson. All right. We're trying to fix this, make it as good as possible, and make it really helpful for you guys. So check it out, downloaded it. Yeah, boom. And yeah, Tommy, when you wave, I wave back. We're going to wave. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you guys next Monday. All right, take care.